And good evening. Hope you're all having a wonderful night. It is Wednesday. It's a rainy day where I am. Hope you're having good weather. But this is Borderline Banter, and I'm Mike. I'm here with Dustin tonight. How you doing, Dustin?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Hey, Eccles, how you doing?
Oh,
I see we got a
hey,
potato in the
Eccles.
audience.
For
Yeah.
sure.
It's actually
That's
raining
rude.
here today too. I was
Is it?
looking at the little weather thing and it said 15%, and I'm like, you know what? That's a good chance we'll be in that 15%.
Yeah.
So we were. We got hit
Um,
with a little
for sure.
spit.
1 second, I'll get my screen up
Doing
on
well,
your
just
end.
working on shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you know? I'm not sure if this is actually true or not, but apparently when they say it's gonna rain 15%, that means 15% of the city is gonna get rain.
Yep.
No, I thought the chances were, but apparently not.
Yeah, I
So,
used to be naive about it too, but that's why I was like 15%. I bet we'll be in that 15%. The way I think of it now. Because yeah, literally, it's 100% chance that 15% of my area will get rain.
yeah, crazy.
But like, I always expect us to be in that portion because we seem to get it quite often. So
But yeah, good to see you. You have to come show us your work next time. Heckles, come on the show and we can check it all out.
yeah,
But yeah, we should probably get right at it. Let's see.
we're gonna cover a lot of topics tonight.
Yeah,
Should we
what are we
give
covering?
people a preview? We're gonna be covering everything from half-naked prostitutes all the way to Canadian gold heists.
Yeah, that sounds pretty interesting. But to give you all a heads up, Himoto is sorry. Oh, he's working on us. Okay, my bad. Himoto will be joining us. He is just running a tad bit late. Oh, wait, never mind. Speak of the person, here he is. Himoto, we were just talking about you. Welcome to the show.
And he's
Um,
gone.
yes, I believe he has his mute on probably, but that's okay. But yeah, like we said, we're going to be talking about half naked prostitutes to a gold heist.
Canadian gold heist.
Canadian gold heist, yeah, a big one.
Hey,
But yeah,
we can't short shame.
yeah, I'm not saying
All
that. So, um,
right.
Himo-
Well, we'll just go ahead and
Himoto,
jump in, or do we got Himoto?
yeah, maybe let him work out his few kinks. It's all good. But yeah, let's give him a few more seconds here. So, how was your day, Dustin? Oh, there he is, Himoto.
Hey.
Himoto,
What's up,
how,
what's up, what's up?
welcome to
There he
the.
is.
How's your day been?
It's been good. It's
Yeah.
been good. A busy Wednesday, but it was
Is it
good.
raining there?
It was raining, I think, but I
Oh
was at
wow,
work, so
it's raining where we
didn't
all
see
are
it.
today. So
What does that mean?
we're all in the same place.
I was inside in the kitchen.
Well, no, I got completely soaked. I had to walk. About I had to go somewhere today, and it was probably a good 30-minute walk in the pissing rain. And yeah, I had an umbrella, but that didn't really matter after 2 minutes. But yeah,
Yeah, no.
we're gonna get at it.
Umbrellas only help for a certain period of time.
Exactly.
After it's just like, yeah, what's the
What's
point?
the point? Yeah. Did you hear what our topics were tonight?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I've seen some of them as well. They look
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
nearly naked prostitutes all the way to Canadian jewel heists, gold heists.
Oh, I'm excited.
Well,
Yeah.
let's get at it.
So our first story tonight: Rocket League will ban item trading, nuking market for secondhand skins.
So what does that mean?
Well, you guys have played a little bit of Rocket League, right?
Yeah, for sure.
My brother tried to get me into it the other day, actually. I've played maybe once.
You know what? We're gonna have to play after, not tonight, soon here. But
So
yeah,
basically, in the game, the items they're talking about, these items that would be traded, are
you-
basically things that make your
can
car
you
look
check
different.
I don't think you have the right stream on. I'm just on
Uh,
borderline banter, so
I see it.
you.
Yeah.
Very interesting. There it goes. Okay, let's go.
Oh, is it fine now?
Yeah, that was weird, but okay, yeah, it's here. Continue, my bad, apologize.
So yeah, basically the items they're talking about in this heading are the things that make your car look different, get different wheels or different bodies or different smoke that comes out of the back, those kinds of things.
Yeah,
And
just like most games nowadays. That's
yep. So today they announced, and those items you could trade between friends or whoever. And today they announced, nope, no more trading. The last day to trade items in the Epic-owned free-to-play game will be December 5th.
Why would
The day before season
Let's
13.
find out. Let's find out why, because I don't understand.
Yeah,
Well,
Like, why can't you trade? That'd be a cool thing to do, is to actually trade stuff.
fans appear universally shocked, confused, and frustrated by the move. So yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, it's like, huh? You're removing functionality?
It's just like, it's not a big deal, but it is nice to play around, right? So like,
Psionics says, we're making this change to align with Epic's overall approach to game cosmetics and item shop policies, where items aren't tradable, transferable, or sellable. So it's to curtail on children trying to make money on a video
I
game
guess.
from each other. Like,
a lot of them
children.
I heard some kids were
selling.
making some pretty big bang there, like.
Wait, like real money?
But I don't know, because for instance, I can sell my skins on whatchamacallit. What's that? I can't even think. It's Steam. Sorry, my bad. Steam. I can sell my skins on there, but I can only use that money to buy other games. I can't cash out, But
I mean, I'm not really sure I care about this update. Like, it says that people are shocked and frustrated, but I'm neither of those. I guess I'm just the confused
now,
part.
personally, I never traded, but I remember we tried to trade.
Are you?
I play a shitload.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you still play?
In fact, that's where my stance kind of comes from. At this point, I have so many items, it's a joke.
Yeah.
The UI won't even load it. So the idea of trading is laughable. Trading.
Yeah, if you can skip 10
You know who wants to trade? I know who wants to trade. Little children. I've had, like, I'll play a game with a random partner, and then after it, they'll party me. They'll be like, hey, join my party. And as soon as they join party, they'll immediately start spamming to trade. And I've entertained a couple of these kids. I've actually entertained them for a moment and said, okay, I'll fucking trade with you. I've got a ton of items. I don't even care what you give me. What do you want?
Yeah, but I agree with Heckles too.
And these kids don't know what they
want. Get
want.
some money. That's a thing, though. But
they just want to trade to be trading.
But that's
they don't have a thing they want. There's no Charizard. Yeah, there is no Charizard.
Yeah, okay, but that's where you go and you make it so you can't. I guess, yeah, Frank, because you can do money sales off of trade them, but they would trade off, like, do money off of PayPal or something.
Oh yeah, if you wanted to, like,
because if they
want money involved,
because what they could do, I think, is make it so you can't just do the money over, like. But yeah, I guess no matter what, they use a.
But then you could just trade a common item for a black market item.
Yeah, so
I just don't understand the reasoning behind removing the trading option. Like what?
Because
why?
Because kids are stupid and they want.
Because you can't trade in Fortnite.
They want that cat. They want that cat on their car, right? So they'll pay.
I mean, they literally said is to make it align with their overall Epic stuff. You don't trade in Fortnite. You can't trade in Fortnite. The only thing you could do in Fortnite is purchase on behalf of somebody.
Okay, yeah.
That's it. So once you have a thing, that's your thing.
In my mind, it's just I don't understand it because I don't know what Epic's reasoning is behind it either. Like, what is?
That's what this line is saying. Their reason is because their other games don't do it this way.
He's guilty.
I'm saying. So I'm trying to. Okay, so
it's to align with their other games.
Epic.
Yeah, Epic's other games, which includes Fortnite as the main one.
Yeah.
I don't agree with the reasoning, but like it's fine. It's their game to do with what they want, but like I don't understand why it matters really. Different games can give you different options. It's different. It's
that's game. Right. That's exactly because it's probably some older guys like, oh well, these kids want it, so they're gonna somehow buy up all the skins because they only are gonna give out 100. No,
I think it's just a way to make money, to be honest, because like. If you remove the whole ability to trade, then everybody's gonna have to buy it if they really want it.
Yeah. True that. But there's some things you can only get for playing, right? Like you have to play a certain amount of hours. Exactly. And that's the only way you get it.
Yeah, there's that as well. So it's also to increase the numbers that actually play, which they probably don't struggle with that anyway, but hey.
Yeah, well, see what happens. I don't think it's gonna make people not play the game, so nothing's gonna happen from it, I don't think.
That's my kind.
People will be over by the end of the year. That's what I mean.
You're not going to stop playing, for sure.
Apparently, there's this line here. They're saying that there's some people who were able to amass collections that for hundreds or even thousands of dollars.
Yes,
so.
I've heard.
And this is referring to Rocket League.
Real life money.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently, let's
like that was happening with
Rocket League Alpha Boost, what it is and how to get it. It's just this thing that comes out of the back of your car when you use your boot.
Yeah.
Which there's thousands of different ones.
And some of them
This
look
one in
identical.
particular,
Yeah.
Alpha Reward Gold Rush Limited. Yeah, it looks stupid.
But
too.
that's the thing, though. Kids think this is life, right? Kids actually believe that these video games are their life. So, other than going and get a pair of Nikes, they get a cool skin in a game, right? So.
Well, I guess for kids, it's kind of a really good escape from reality, right? Like,
you should join us on that Heckles too. We can, I guess, no, not fours, but we could. Fours are crazy though. Sorry, trying to catch you off, Himoto.
no worries. School can be like, okay, it's not work, but they don't know that yet, right?
Yeah, no, they not.
School can be fucking stressful. We all know, we've all been through it. And it's like, I guess it can just be like a really good escape. Like, it makes you feel like it's another world for you.
Heckles
It's
wants
kinda
to play
like RP, I
Rocket League.
guess.
Yeah, we will.
What rank did you get to, Heckles?
But you're right, but they don't realize, and I wish that's where
I don't
we
know
could go
what
talk
this
about
Alpha
schools,
Boost thing is,
right?
but these are large numbers of dollars they're talking about here.
But like, yeah, like
Okay.
for this dumb thing.
About
Like, if it's this thing,
5,000, 4 to 5K.
Yeah.
Hey,
if
let
you were
me
to
get
just
that
purely
Alpha
get it
Boost
from
real quick.
credits, I guess.
there's
That's-
one
this is-
skin. There's one skin that that's I
The
played
whole
Rust.
set, 6,400, 7,200. Yeah, it is
And
that
people are selling
ridiculous. Okay.
thousands of dollars. It's
That's
unreal
outrageous.
what people will pay. People have either too much
Yeah.
money or they got mom and dad's money, which is the same thing. But
Hey, bro, mom and dad's money is just as good as my money.
yeah, no.
If I
So-
can spend it wherever,
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend it wherever.
All these people that worked really hard or paid a lot of money or traded a lot of shit to get their Alpha Boosts are probably like, God damn it, my thing that was worth a lot. Maybe that's the Charizard.
Yeah, maybe.
There you go. Some
Yeah,
dumb
that
thing that I
doesn't
just
look
looked
that
at it and
cool.
said I would never use
That
it.
doesn't look that
It
cool.
doesn't.
No,
I
it
think
doesn't.
comes
It
down to
looks dumb.
rarity, though, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
It
it's
comes down
literally
to
a rarity
rarity.
thing.
Whether you can or cannot
I
get
will,
it,
Heckles.
you want it. Because you can't get it easily.
Heckles is
They
standing
have
up for
crazy-
you, Himoto, just to let you know.
Yay, the Heckles.
Well, then finish, Himoto. Finish.
Wait, I don't know what to finish.
Oh, okay.
I cut you off, remember?
Did-
It's like, I'm sorry,
yeah,
I'll let you finish.
Did you have anything else before we move on?
No, I mean I don't really play Rocket League, so it doesn't affect me. It just doesn't. I can't fully understand the reasoning behind it.
Well,
But
yeah,
I
because
can understand from their side, like if it's a way for them to make money, cool. If it's not, then what's the point, really?
I think they probably make less money with this move.
Well,
You think?
I don't know.
Yeah,
find
because
out.
we were looking at the Alpha Boost thing. That was paying for their credits. That's giving Rocket League Epic people money to get those credits. It's like the V-Bucks.
Yeah, but now people have to go out and get it themselves. So more people would have to get it themselves as opposed to buy it from someone who you know has it. I don't know how it works. I actually don't.
Yeah, I don't
I don't
run
know
the
how
business.
any
Let
of
them
this
do it.
works.
Let them see.
But the thing is, I think like a 20-year-old going out and buying it in order to like offload it to a kid is more likely than the kid going out and buying it, because like the kid's not gonna have access to the money, but they may have
Well,
access to
apparently
like
they
some
have
other
access
stuff.
to some sort of money.
Yeah.
Well, they
because
could be
They
trading
gotta
up.
get
You know,
no
you
matter
take
what,
yeah.
people.
you take a crappy card and you trade it up, you know, and then trade that up. Have you ever seen any of those videos where people
When
take
they
like
start with a
Oh
penny
yeah,
pencil and
yeah.
trade it up all the way
See-
to a car?
to a Tesla, yeah, because that happens. Yeah, sure.
All the time.
If we
I
were
did it
talking
yesterday.
About like, if we were talking about like RP, that would be a great way for
I
it to
traded
look
Pokemon
at.
cards.
As
Yeah.
opposed to doing
like,
this. The other way works so much
Pogs.
better because it's super cool. But this is I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. Like it doesn't bother me, it doesn't affect me. I was just very curious about how it worked.
Oh,
and
for sure.
why.
I think the fact that they
Okay.
took the effort to remove functionality is dumb. Because I'm a coder. Like that took them effort to take something out. Like just leave it in. Would be my thought. Rocket League will rotate out and eventually become
Me
Rocket 2 anyways.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Someday.
Do you remember Pogs, Dustin?
I do remember Pogs.
Do you know?
Did you
what
ever get
Pogs
the
are, Himoto?
space shuttle?
Himoto, you probably don't know what Pogs are, do you?
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know.
It's an old game before the internet. You know, we used to play it. But we'll look them up quickly. These were things, right? And you'd play with each other, and you'd either play for keeps, but or not. But there was a goal, and I think is almost very similar. You
You have a slammer.
Yeah, and you had to
right?
make theirs.
These
flip
are
upside
slammers
down.
right here. They're kind of bigger and metal usually.
Yeah, or plastic. Yeah, and you have to.
And then the
flip
rest of
their
the pogs
over.
are made out of cardboard.
But yeah, I remember it was a fun game.
But how did the game work? The game was like you stacked the pogs like in a stack like this,
And you try
and then hit them with the slammer and see how many pogs you could knock off your slammer, and then they would do the same with theirs.
Drink coasters.
Yeah, they're much.
And you can even play it so like
Those
winner
are-
takes all the pogs,
those
I
are-
think,
those
or
look
winner
very
trades
big.
slammers.
These
Play
are like
for
no bigger than.
slammers.
These are like, I don't know. They're not that big. Size of I can say a
They're
toonie,
small,
a little bit
gotcha.
bigger than a toonie.
Oh,
A little bigger than a
Oh,
quarter. A little bigger than a. Oh wait, fuck. We have
So
different
they're
coins.
coasters for the shot glasses.
50-cent piece. Yeah, that's right. 100%. 50-cent piece. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
like a 50-cent piece, but like,
Yeah.
is that
50 cent
accurate
piece
to?
is pretty decent size.
Yeah, that's maybe a
I know
little
what 50 cent
smaller. I
piece
don't
looks
know.
like.
But anyway, they were fun. It was a cool game.
Oh, here it is.
Everybody had them, right? So it was a really because like you go to the playground zone, and then you'd either win, and then the kid would go and tell the teacher that you took their pogs. My school had a rule where you weren't allowed to play for keeps on school grounds.
Yeah, because it's essentially gambling.
Raw
If you're good.
like that.
So yeah, I guess it is
Oh
gambling.
man, look at this. This is a good
Oh my
slammer.
god, the holographic ones! I forgot about those.
Sick.
Oh my god.
I guess that would
Not a
be
pog,
like,
that's a slammer, but yeah.
You ever played Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah,
Card game.
yeah.
So we used to do that, but like we would each put up a card, and we would just play for that. We would duel for that card, basically.
Have you? Do you?
So
Yeah. You. I mean,
Go ahead.
that's they made a cartoon out of that too, didn't they?
yeah,
Yeah, I thought so.
kinda, yeah.
Actually,
Oh, here you go.
I think I have Yu-Gi-Oh cards right here.
You want to know how big a pog was? Here, somebody did the work.
Oh, it's small. Oh, it is small.
That's
Wow.
millimeters, so
They're
1.6
magic
millimeters.
cards.
Wait, what? Is that
That's
what that means?
tiny. That couldn't be millimeters.
16 millimeters. Yeah.
I don't know
that's
how to
16.
read what I'm seeing here. But
That looks-
this
That's
is
1.6.
That's
this is
way too big to be
44 of
16
That's
something.
millimeters.
inches. That's inches. That's inches.
That's way inches. Yeah, that's.
1.6 inches.
1.6 inches. Oh,
Yeah.
it's converting it. Okay,
Yeah.
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 Have you ever heard of Crazy
Okay.
Bones,
No.
Dustin?
What's Crazy Bones?
Look them up. Heckles.
Well,
now you're
before we go to that, I wanted to ask if you guys had the space shuttle.
I
If you
don't
had
remember,
the,
man. I had so many. I had a friggin' box full of them.
Yeah, they made I think it was McDonald's. They released it as their Happy Meal toy, but they released it in parts, so you get like this part, and this
They
part
make you come
separate.
back.
You
yeah.
know what's crazy?
But they made it big enough to fit
McDonald's,
pogs.
Like a lot of these like fast food companies release like little toys that can actually be considered collectibles, and it's
Yeah.
crazy to think you got it as a kid in a freaking
And you
Happy
ripped it
Meal.
open, and yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
it's just like it's a collectible now. It's worth money.
Yeah. But
It's different.
Crazy Jacks, is that what you were talking about?
no, they're called Crazy Bone. Maybe in the States they're called Crazy Jacks, but here they're called
No,
Crazy
I
Bone.
found something really weird when I looked up Crazy Jacks just now.
Okay, maybe not.
Please don't show
Don't
us. I'm scared.
don't look up Crazy Jacks.
Yeah,
It's,
these were Crazy
something
Bones.
Crazy Bones.
Yeah, so what you would do, and they were so cool because there would be different sizes and different shapes and different guys, and you'd line up 5 of them, and then line up 5 across the table, and you'd have one that you flick, and you try to knock theirs over, and if you knocked theirs over, it would be dead, and yeah, it was a really really fun game, just like Pogs.
These little creatures.
They were really
Like,
fun
make
as like a
them forever.
6-year-old. Okay, come on, wouldn't you?
They're fun because they look cool, right?
Yeah.
So it's
So-
like, oh yeah, any kid would want them.
Like, see that kid looking at him? That was me. So,
Oh, this kid.
They look
Yeah.
like
That
things
was
I would
me.
have.
I thought you meant this
No.
grown ass man down here.
but yeah, we should probably move on to our next
Yeah.
segment here.
I'm not entirely sure how we got there.
Well,
but
that was a good
we
one.
got
Yeah,
there.
so.
All right. Monster 283-pound alligator gar caught in Texas could set 2 fishing records.
First of all,
Yeah.
I hate how you separated the word alligator and gar.
What is that?
bothered me.
gar.
It's an alligator gar, so that's a fish, obviously.
It's an
There
alligator.
are like different types
gar.
of. It's an
It's not,
alligator.
it's not alligator, right?
There are different types of gar, and that one is just considered an alligator gar.
Let's see it.
Wait. Do we have a picture?
It's just a video.
I
I mean, if we
hope
need
we
a
don't
picture,
have to go to
we
the
can look it
video.
up.
Oh,
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 there it is.
it's too big to fit
Oh,
on the
wow.
screen.
That's
it's
crazy.
too big.
I've said that before. I mean,
283 pounds. Doesn't even look like an
Have you
alligator.
now?
yeah. But yeah,
Kind of. It actually does kind of look like an alligator. At least like
Yeah.
the skin part
Scales,
kind
yeah.
of does. Like
look at the
says
tail
that
too.
way.
That's a oh no,
Look
that's
how
just
happy.
a fin at the
I think
bottom of
he's
the tail.
happy.
I think it's down to the size as well, because at least for me, the garfish that we have aren't nearly that size. They're
Yeah,
like
no, that was
tiny,
great,
tiny.
Heckles. But yeah,
They were
that's-
fishing with 6-pound line. That doesn't seem like enough. Maybe it is.
6-pound test? No, hey, it could be. It couldn't be.
I needed a place that offered a sandy bottom with minimal snag, which is why they went to Lake Sam Rayburn. Okay. Oh, we got.
Oh, that
Is
does
this it
look
again?
freaky.
I can't tell.
Okay, that would look like an alligator. Yeah, like that would.
That would look like an alligator.
If
Yeah,
that was in the
it's
water,
just
I'd be
funny.
freaking out. Like,
Oh,
After
yeah.
fighting for nearly 2 hours and 45 minutes, they reeled it. It took them almost 3 hours after it bit the hook thingy to
Reeled
get
it
it
in.
in.
no worries, Heckles.
Holy
It's
cow.
me. I love fishing. There's
Fishing,
I
like
got a river right down the
like-
street from me that I will go to once in a while.
when you're fishing, you can have pretty long fights with fish. Like
Oh, yeah.
when we go out, well, when I go on like my uncle's boats, like a friend's boat, if I rent a boat or whatever, and we'll go out and we'll go fishing. We get something like a tuna or something on a line. You're going for time. Wahoo
fight,
would take
yeah.
time.
They fight like
They fight. Wahoo, marlin, swordfish, all of them.
So
see
what
how you look-
records is what I'm trying to figure out.
probably the size and the lure they used.
Largest alligator gar ever caught with rod and reel is probably
Did on a
one.
6-pound
right?
line.
And the
Doing it on a
6-pound
6-pound
line.
test line is actually different because that's a big fish to hold
Yeah.
on a 6-pound line.
That's why it took
It's-
so
it's
long because
almost impossible.
they didn't strain it at all.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah,
So-
you don't want to snap it at all. You have to like be gentle. I couldn't do it. I'm not that good. I'll tell you that much. I'm not that good.
Yeah, well, it is a sport. Like people say, it's not.
Yeah, like they probably like if you're in a boat, you have to move the boat around at the same time to like make sure you're getting the right angle, and because when fish start swimming around boats, they'll like tangle it in your propeller or whatever. So you have to be really you have to communicate really well with your counterpart. So the fisherman, the person reeling it in, and the person driving the boat, you got to be in like full communication.
Yeah, yelling.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I never
And it's a
done that
283
fishing.
pound
Like,
fish.
the most I've done was I've done a lot of trolling, and I've caught some big fish doing that, and crabbing and prawning. But that's the easy part.
Yeah, I mean,
Just-
Okay,
keep in
here it
mind,
is.
I do live on an island, right?
Yeah,
So it's easier for us to just go deep sea fishing and
Yeah.
pull up some fish.
Like I go to the coast. I used to go to the coast where my grandpa was, and we would go literally crabbing, prawning, fishing. Some days it was scary because the ocean would be pretty scary, but you'd have to get the traps up.
Oh yeah,
And
oh yeah. I've done deep sea. I've done what's it called? Freaking spearfishing.
yeah, oh wow.
So like but we have to free dive, so we can't use tanks or anything. And you go down near the reefs or whatever. You do lobster diving and spearfishing, and it's fun, but it's scary. It's scary.
I am not a good swimmer, so I wouldn't do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up swimming, so
Yeah, you live in
it's
an
kinda
island.
like second nature for me.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
I live in Bone Dry, Alberta, Canada, where it's like minus 40 for
Yeah.
half the year. So it's like, come on, right?
Of
So,
course.
and it's not that cold, but it's still pretty chilly here. So,
Yeah, of course.
but yeah,
But yeah, this says that's the all tackle record and the 3 kg or 6-pound line record for
Crazy.
alligator gar. So that's the two
Good for them.
records. It was down here, and it's 100 inches long, so it's it's not just heavy; it's also freaking long as hell.
Big.
yeah. Crazy.
Apparently, they're currently pending since you have to make it
Make
all
sure they weren't
official,
cheating and
but-
stuff.
But you can see the pictures. We see it. You got it. You did the thing.
Yeah.
Good job. Good jib.
But like last year, there was a big fishing competition, and people were actually
Hey,
they won, but then they found out someone fed the fish some weights. So when they got weighed, there was weights.
is there
in the belly.
something, Mike? Is there
That's-
something wrong with the screen? It's not. It's like cutting off half of what I'm showing.
Oh, for crying out loud!
Like you could barely even see the fish. I'm looking. This is the full picture of it, but like,
Well, I don't
they're
know
not
how that
showing it.
happened. Aw. Sorry, guys at home. We did.
Well,
I
now it's
even
too
got-
far that way.
I know. Give me a second.
Here,
I
let me
even
go to the
got a
heading.
go ahead from somebody.
I can't just go to the top for some reason.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Here's a headline.
I think that better now.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I just noticed that. It was like, whoa.
It
So
was
hard to see our
working a few
monster
minutes ago. So
alligator guard.
I must have hit a button or something because it was working. Okay.
It's better so far. He doesn't have any faith.
So far.
You know what? You may have no faith, but you may want to listen to the next story. Nearly naked prostitutes. Nearly.
With an S.
Yeah.
Multiple.
Well,
Multiple.
Yeah.
Nearly. All right. Nearly naked prostitutes prowl streets in broad daylight, but California law ties police hands. Mayor. Isn't that weird? Why does that just say mayor? I'm just kind of
A
floating.
few,
over.
yes.
Because it was a mayor too.
Mayor. Is the mayor also tied? What are we doing?
He's tied up with them prostitutes.
What, can you guys give a second? We were watching the news the other day, and the news anchor screwed up. So everybody makes mistakes. That's the thing. It's gonna happen. Makes us human, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, let's.
So,
yeah.
so the claim is there's some new California law that's causing brazen prostitution.
Because
can you guys?
sex work is
in the
real
middle
work,
of the day,
right? Sex work is
Yeah.
real work.
It is
Here's the
work,
thing.
but
Could you even get any work midday?
Oh, for sure. There's a whole bunch
Maybe.
of freaking horny office men everywhere. They'll
so if
pull
you were to
up-
guess what the law says, what would you guess?
Let me think.
they decriminalize prostitution.
Okay, that's a good guess.
It's probably got something to do with the way that they like what they can wear.
Then they can go
Also
into
a
It's
good
not
jobs.
guess.
necessarily illegal or not.
Like they
Now I
can.
can't put in a guess because I spoilered. I
Okay.
pre-read.
Well, I guess we're not right anyway.
Yeah. All right. So you got your guesses.
Holy smoke! There's a freaking spider! Oh my god. Okay.
Kill it with fire.
Oh, I see him. Oh god. Oh god.
I don't know. Freaking went. He went up. Sorry. Okay, go.
Women wearing only G-strings while bending over in front of traffic has become increasingly common sight in National City, California.
Okay. Yeah. That
Okay.
can cause an
Yeah.
accident.
Okay. Yeah.
It's gotta have something to do with like bathing wear, like swimwear or whatever, and it
So here it
ties
is.
into it.
Yeah. Gavin Newsom signed Senate Bill
course,
357 in July 2022, which repealed a previous law that banned loitering with the intent to engage in prostitution. The law took effect in January this year.
So it made it that you can loiter if you wanna. Yeah.
Well, no, you can loiter with the intent to engage in prostitution.
Right, which means we had a law on the book that says you can't just be somewhere if we think you're doing prostitution.
But now you can.
But if you actually start doing prostitution, it's
So,
illegal.
well, yeah, obviously prostitution's still illegal. So, Mike's guess.
So but then,
And your guess about the clothing?
yeah,
Just loitering.
100%.
And if you ask me, like, this seems like a bullshit law anyways, because it's going to be very subjective.
Yeah, 100%.
You could basically
It's
just
a-
say,
it's a-
I think you're scantily clad, therefore you're prostituting.
Yeah.
But it could just be a girl going to a
It to
nightclub.
me is just a law that can increase. What's the word I'm looking for? Oh my gosh, your chances of saying that the officer is
Horny?
I can't remember the word, man. It's a flip. Anyway,
Corrupt?
Corrupt?
No,
Dirty?
not corrupt. No, it's it's like the act. It's an act that you do
Bribery.
when you
Bribery.
You decide
Extortion.
that somebody
Coercion.
is. No, when you decide that somebody is illegal based on how they're dressed or where
Discrimination.
they are and how they. Yes, you
So-
can't discriminate because of their because of how they're dressed and where they are.
So,
This was a
We're just
good
gonna
game,
keep
guys.
guessing.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's a fun
It was
game,
discrimination,
so-
though. It was good.
yeah.
Pictionary
It's-
without a
it is
board. Like,
discrimination at a point, right?
Yeah,
for
because,
sure.
like,
Like, because how do you decide who is intending to engage in prostitution? That's
Exactly.
very gray area to say you can.
It's super gray,
Yeah.
and it opens up a very bad can of worms that nobody wants to deal with in a court of law.
Yeah,
ever.
for sure. So
Like it's not good.
yeah, just some girl going out or whatever just wanted to wear a Halloween costume or something, and boom.
And she's waiting for the taxi to pick her
Yeah.
up.
So,
Or
Yeah.
she's getting ready to go to the beach or something, and she's literally just waiting for a taxi to pick her up. She's a prostitute. No, just no. And
So,
I think
yeah.
that kind of helps a bit, to be honest. It being
So-
repealed.
Yeah, and I don't think this sort of a law does anything to reduce the number of prostitutes if that's your intent for laws. This does nothing to reduce them, so repealing it seems totally fine. It doesn't need to exist.
yeah, that's not going to do. Correct.
And punishing the prostitutes doesn't really fix the problems, which is typically pimps. But, Fox's take on this is, this means prostitutes are going to be everywhere.
Well, it's a clickbait.
Well,
That's what it is.
No, it doesn't.
So-
It doesn't mean that at all.
Yeah,
not
but they
gonna
are.
increase the
I've
amount of
heard
prostitutes, it's
some
gonna
cities.
Increase how much you
I
can
heard
see.
some cities in California are just crazy. Like dozens each block. They're just standing there waiting.
Sure. But until they do a crime, you can't just arrest people before a crime for any other crime. So why was that ever a
Well,
thing for
I
this?
mean,
Conspiracy to be a
depends.
prostitute. Conspiracy to be a
was not
prostitute.
crime.
Conspiracy to commit
Conspiracy is
prostitution.
definitely a crime, but it's like normally a high crime.
Yeah.
And don't
Not
you still have to
like
prove
a
intent?
Low level.
Yeah, you still have to prove intent
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
So-
100%. So those are normally things that you would do over time, which is why they're normally higher crimes, because it requires more financial resources from the police departments or whatever. So you're not
Right.
gonna commit that to something like this. You're gonna commit it to something where you're gonna make a big bust.
Yeah,
Exactly.
true that, but
And this also, their headline also says that like it ties police hands. Well, if police needed to get people before the crime, then I didn't want the police doing that to begin with. So if this is tying their hands, good. Because if you were arresting people before they did the crime, that's bad. So I like that your
I think
hands
a
are tied if
better-
that's true. But I also think that's hyperbole.
A better headline would have been but prostitutes tie police hands.
Yeah.
If you tip extra,
Yeah, if you tip extra.
you know?
That would have been the best headline ever. Oh man.
So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to driving through California now. How about you guys?
yeah, I
Just gonna see G-strings at every
Yeah, for
corner.
sure.
That's what I hear. So
been pretty lonely days.
You know,
here.
last time I was in California was a school trip. Well, when I was in like middle school, we were on a school trip in California, and we were on a bus, and the bus caught on fire. It was one of the craziest things. Like we all started smelling smoke, and then we get out, and the bus is literally just there engulfed in flames. I'm like, well, that's different.
I need to
Never
have
seen
a
that
state I
before.
need to go to. Yeah, that'd be freaky. I'm glad you're here, Himoto, for this one too, because you were here with us on Friday.
Oh, the Bear Week contest.
Yeah, we figured it out. We got a winner.
Yeah, Bear Week is over. The winner of Katmai's Fat Bear Week contest. See what 2023 is?
I would do a
Did
drum
anybody
roll.
put any bets? Did
Any
anybody put
guesses?
bets
Any
on anyone?
guesses?
I spoiled it, so I can't say.
I also spoiled it.
It's probably somebody. It's probably a bear with a cub, just because they feel like they need to be more safe. But that's the best I can do. I have no names.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh, 128.
128 Grazer.
Yeah, she did have a cub, I'm
Impressively
pretty
portly
sure.
body. Possibly.
I'm pretty sure that's the 128 is a kid. Junior, 128. Junior, I think it was something.
Yeah, just to remind everybody, this was 12 big and bulky bears in an online bracket style tournament. So it was head to head and votes,
Yeah.
So that means this bear Grazer made it through several rounds to get to the end. She blew her final competitor 32 Chunk. Chunk was the other finalist. Straight out of the salmon-filled waters. They
Whoa.
both like to fish. Whoa.
That's a good writing.
108,000 votes to 23,000. That is a blow.
Yeah, that is
That
a pretty
woo.
big
That's
blow.
a
Jeez.
landslide.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
That's outrageous.
Kind of feel bad for Chunks.
Oh yeah,
poor guy.
100%.
But whatever.
yeah.
It is what it is. Get on, Grazer, though.
It does say this year Grazer was flying solo with no cubs to protect, so no cub, I guess. So just to kind of
Okay.
confirm. We
Well,
don't-
the cub was last year, so that's a cub that joined the competition.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was right. We were seeing that
Oh,
Grazer's child was in the
that's right.
competition,
Yeah,
right?
so.
Yeah.
Here's the runner-up. This is 32 Chunk.
Aw, he looks.
He does
that's
look a little
sad.
sad.
He's like, I didn't win.
Oh,
He's also look at that
all
belly.
that food for nothing. He's gonna go to
How
sleep
much
now.
more I go to
Yeah.
fish?
He's gonna go hibernate and be fine. So
Yeah. Both very good finalists, though.
yeah, well, glad to hear we have some good news once in a while.
Bro, 747 wasn't even in the top.
Whoa.
Yeah, 747 got knocked out in the
First
first round.
round.
747
Wow.
was the defending champ from last year.
The last 2 years, I think.
I mean, that's a pretty big deal. Getting
That
knocked
is
out right away.
massive.
We don't have any additional bear photos, but
But yeah,
Not Bear Force 1 out. Dang. Bear
Yeah.
Force 1 down.
yeah.
Air Force One down. So yeah, congrats to Grazer though. You son of a bitch, you did it.
Good shit.
Well, we have to wait a whole year to cover Bear Week again.
Yeah, but I'm sure we'll have more bear stories though. Don't you worry.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I hope we have a Pennsylvania story tonight, since Heckles is actually in the audience. We've literally had one every episode.
Yeah.
I don't know if we do or not. We'll see. Unfortunately, California is always the popular one for people to cover.
Speaking of California,
California's wild.
Yeah. So this one's kind of I brought it up just because of the Canada stuff and how Canada can't do things because of these big companies. So
Yeah.
I'm going to show you America's doing some shit too.
yeah.
California's new Delete Act is one of the world's most powerful privacy laws. Golden
That's-
State just gave consumers an unprecedented tool to hit backspace on data brokers.
Wait a minute.
So wait, does this mean deleting your data
Yeah, so
that they've been harvesting?
No, every time you sign a contract or like for anything or get the rule service terms and conditions, like in there, you just say we have the right to reserve to take your information, your phone, your contact information, use your camera. So literally the camera will look at you sometimes, and it's crazy. But see what this says.
It says, among other stipulations, it lets Californians force every data broker to delete the fruits of their data harvest with one single click.
Oh wow.
That seems too good to be true, doesn't it?
Yeah,
does.
that's impossible, but it's not impossible. It's
Uh,
pretty hard.
California and several other states already require most companies to delete the information request. Unfortunately, the process is close to useless because you need to contact every business individually. You also have to live in a fantasy world where you know the name of even a fraction of the business spy on you for cash.
Oh, 100% should be done on a
Yeah.
federal level in all our countries. It's unreal how it isn't. It's unreal how they put all these words in and they know people aren't going to read it. I'm not going to lie, I don't read it all, but I go through it and I just kind of speed read all the things. Because you never know. Like, there's that one episode of South Park where I think it's where, what one is it? He says, I forget, I think because, yeah, it was Stan, yeah, who it was, but he got sucked into Facebook because he agreed to the terms and services, right? They got, and he can leave Facebook ever because Facebook will own you forever, and yeah, and it was a whole episode about reading this terms and conditions.
See, for me, I don't read anything. I click, I agree, and move on with my life. If the next day it's over, it's over. Honestly, I'm a live day by day type of guy.
You want the thing, so you click the button.
Exactly.
Pretty simple. But yeah, this is apparently going to create a system where you can make a single request that then the government will take your request and send them to these data brokers that are registered with the state, and it says they already have 500
with the state only. So that's the thing, right? Like,
and then they would be able to, on your behalf, make them do the deletions. Although this is saying that there's a little bit of a problem or a little bit of a hiccup, because if the data brokers got it from another data broker, not from you, then you can't request them to delete it.
I'll have to find out the website, because there is a website that will let you. It's a charge; you have to pay for it, but on your behalf, they'll go and delete everything. But make sure you read the terms and conditions of that one.
I agree.
Like you.
Yep, there it is.
Just read it. So.
I mean, this is the first of its kind that I've heard at all. You would all have any ability
But they do heckles. And
do
that's
something
unreal.
about it. So,
Like, I'm broke,
I mean,
so I don't care. But
so we'll see if anything actually comes about as a result of this. I mean, I'm not going to go and put any requests. I'm not from California, but even if I could do this here, I probably wouldn't.
Care enough.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't have that issue. It's like if it was something detrimental to me, I would already know about it. The most I get is probably like spam email.
But
That's it.
when we
It all
become
goes to junk anyway.
when we become famous from Borderline Banter, we're gonna have to make sure to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that didn't sound very enthusiastic. Never mind. I can't say
Well,
that.
Mike-
doesn't ever sound super enthusiastic.
Mike, can you take over for a second? I'm gonna be right back.
For sure. Levi's CEO suggests wearing your jeans in the shower to help save the planet. Now, we can't really go down too much, but what do you think about Himoto? Would you
This headline tells me that he doesn't know anything.
yeah.
Unless his jeans don't need to ever be washed after you take a shower with them on.
Yeah. Now the thing is, like,
Because
people wash
You
their
can't
jeans.
get clean.
Yeah, people wash their jeans way too much anyway. Like, it's unreal how
Exactly.
many. Like, people think that you don't have to wash your jeans.
You don't
Sorry,
have
I'm
to
just
wash
trying
your
to-
jeans like that. You don't have, if you iron jeans, I think you're a psychopath unless they're jeans that actually like wrinkle. You're a psychopath.
For sure, yeah.
Honestly.
I'm gonna try to move this story here, just so.
I'm just trying to understand how wearing your jeans in the shower helps save the planet. Because if I have to wash them, I'm using more water, more electricity, more whatever cleaning supplies I'm using. Like, bruh, no.
Hey.
Just no.
So yeah, so here he goes. So yeah, he helped save the planet. The thing is, that drives me nuts. How help save the planet? And like, his factory probably wastes so much water and so much crap, and we're supposed to suffer. You know, like. But yes. So here it is. He's like telling consumers to wear their jeans in the shower when they're in dire need of being washed. But yet he says just spot clean will do. Now, okay. You know what? When he says that, because now wearing in the shower is bullshit. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard of.
It's really dumb. I just take them off.
But yeah, if honestly, you shouldn't wash your Levi. Sorry, my bad. Those jeans, they'll last forever. It's actually bad to wash your jeans. Now, I'm hoping you have a shower. Like if you get muddy and shit, if you're a constructor in the mud, not different story. But I wear my jeans to work.
Oh, I've just realized where he and you are coming from. He's saying if you wear them, take a shower and you can clean the jeans as well in the shower.
Yeah, because honestly,
my brain was not there. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But he's also
he's just saying just wear them in the shower for fun because you can.
Man, no. He's saying it that way to keep them clean because honestly, that's probably okay. That's probably better than a washing machine.
But you're not
reality.
cleaning your lower regions, which is kind of.
But yes, there's no way. When I have a shower, it has to be hot water, and I can't. No, I'm naked. I don't give a shit. You know, I'm not wearing nothing. I wore my socks in the shower one time in my life, and I'm never gonna do that again because it was the worst.
Why would you even do that?
Because I was stoned and I got in the shower and you know, like I forget to take the glasses off, but that's just normal. So, but yeah,
that's funny.
But yes, you can't exactly heckles. You can't do that if you don't. Oh whoa, my bad, guys. Whoa, but you can't do that if you can't wash yourself properly if you have the jeans on. That's just the thing. Oh.
Exactly. Now you're just a dirty person with jeans.
Yeah.
You're dirty, but your jeans are clean.
But yeah, and honestly, to save on wash, get yourself a washboard. You know, you can probably save so much money by using a washboard. The only shitty part is it's gonna probably take an hour, 2 hours.
Facts.
You know? But yeah, that's it. But guess what? Like that's what life is, right? You want to save money? That's the way you guys gotta go. In fact, I worked with this guy, and he was a bigger guy, and he was stinky. Like he stunk. And the reason he stunk and he said he couldn't wash his clothes is because he couldn't afford washing the laundry mat, which I get, right? But you can go to the bathtub, you can fill that water up, and you can take a friggin' scrubby and just scrub your clothes and push in with some soap, you know? It's not that hard to try to keep smell good, but that's my opinion.
So I'm back.
Well, welcome back. So
how are pants going to save the world?
They're gonna. Well, it's very misleading kind of article.
Oh, so they're not.
But no, what it is he's saying that you can wear your jeans and keep them better, or just spot clean them. And I agree with them in a way. Like spot cleaning your jeans, perfect. Don't wash them all the time.
But
washing your jeans every week.
Yeah, for sure. If you've got blue jeans, you shouldn't be washing them just after one wear.
Yeah,
here's the thing, right? I'm gonna wash clothes anyway. if I'm gonna wash and I want to wash my jeans, I'm just gonna throw them in there with that
But
lid.
here, I'll get this working
Yeah.
first, guys. But
Did anyone address Heckle's question?
wait 1 second.
What was his question?
Okay, his question was, I mean, how do you wash your balls if you have your jeans on?
Yeah, we were getting there.
Exactly. We
Right?
bought that. We were like,
I don't know
how
what's going
like
on now.
you can't properly clean yourself. You can't. Just take
Yeah,
them off and wash them with you if you want. I guess that's another way of thinking about it. But
Sorry, guys.
his way is stupid. This is the CEO of Levi, and he couldn't just say, "Oh, just take them in there with you in the shower." Like
we have a infinite screen going on.
I
Mike.
know. I can't figure out what's going wrong. Okay.
And it's funny because in the background it's slowly making the next one each time, so we're watching it become
Yeah.
infinite slowly.
It's driving me mad. Just keep talking, please. Okay.
Yeah.
This is why I can't
just make
switch
sure you
screens.
have it on screen capture for Discord. Is that what you use?
No, I'm trying to like.
Right now it's capturing your. Full
Yes, I
screen.
know what it. Sorry, I know what it's capturing. There we go.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I can't say I've ever worn clothes into the shower with the
No.
intent to clean them. That just seems a step I wouldn't do.
I can't say I've ever worn clothes in the shower. The closest to that is like if we
Okay,
on some of our beaches you have like the washes where you can wash.
Okay,
the soap
Jason.
water off
If
of
you,
you.
Jason,
Yeah.
just spill something
Close to
on you,
that.
yes, you clean it. But if you just wear your jeans to work and all that, and they're not dirty, put them aside. Wear them the next day. You know.
Exactly.
Like, and if you have a shower that night, you shouldn't stink in the next day. You know, like.
I'll tell you what I do. Pants, I don't wash them most often.
Yeah.
Shirts, I wash more often.
Yeah.
Pants, because I can wear a different pair of pants every day, and they're fine. Even the shirt, I'll wear a different shirt every day, but like when you sweat a lot, you
Yeah.
sweat more up there, right? So it's just like it doesn't translate for me.
You know,
There's pants I can wear over and over.
I wear my jeans several times in a row, but I usually switch my shirt every day. My hoodie, not gonna lie, I wear my hoodie sometimes 2 or 3 days, but I don't wear it most of the day. I just wear it to and from work, and then I take it off.
But isn't a hoodie basically a jacket without a zipper?
Yeah,
Yes.
Hey, hey,
And wouldn't you wear a
this
jacket
one's
multiple
got a
times?
zipper, so
I've probably washed a hoodie maybe like 3 times.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's only because like if I'm traveling with it, it's with my dirty clothes because I'm a lazy packer.
Well, yeah, it's
I'll
gonna
just
get
throw
the dirty
everything out.
clothes smell.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll wash it. That's about the only time.
Maybe I'll
Hoodies,
wash
for the
mine
most
too much
part,
then.
I don't need
Huh?
they don't need to be washed.
yeah.
Gotta get
Unless
it
you
sniffed.
spill on it. Unless you spill on it.
Do either of you have the Kick hoodies?
No.
I didn't know there were kick
Oh
hoodies.
my god, Kick's got a whole clothing
Kick, send me
line.
a hoodie.
You have a Kick hoodie?
Bro, I have a Kick hoodie and it is so comfy and
Oh.
soft and fluffy and it's just the best thing ever. Oh my god.
All right,
Well,
hashtag
maybe-
not sponsored.
Yeah, one day maybe.
Hashtag not sponsored for sure. I have the black one with the green writing.
Yeah, I
The
think
green
I'd go
one
black
writing
with
is
green.
nice too. Yeah.
Oh, they got a
black with
nice
green is
rotate here. Look
cool.
at that.
Yeah.
Rah! I'm telling you, it's
$60,
so
that's
good.
not bad, but that's
so good.
$60 American. So
Oh wow, $60. Yeah, that's
that's not bad, but it'd be like
And
For me,
then
that's
green one.
for me that's good because I've spent like hundreds on hoodies, so it's like, yeah,
And is this one? This one doesn't look real. Is this real?
that's not a real one. They only had the two,
That's
the black and the
custom
green.
prints. Yeah, these are the real
Yeah.
ones up here,
someone trying to.
Yep.
and they're
Yeah.
from the official Kick merch store. So
Oh, that
Speaking
looks
of
horrible.
which, Will right now on stream is wearing a green hoodie. Oh, come on, the green Kick hoodie,
Ooh.
love it.
yeah,
Love that,
Yeah.
love that.
So did I hear Himoto say he's gonna buy one for all of us?
I think I heard
don't
that.
think you heard that at all.
Oh, okay.
You're like hearing things. That's crazy.
Yeah,
There
it
must be a
happens
sign of like
sometimes.
We do hear
age.
things.
I'm getting pretty old. I did fall twice last week. I can't freaking use my freaking left hand because of it. So
Bro, this girl at work today, she said she came upstairs to the kitchen and she's like, I just fell going up the steps. I was like, who falls
Oh.
going up steps?
Joe
Like,
Biden.
Like, was she at the top
She
step and
was
thought there was
young,
one
though.
more?
So
I don't know. I don't know what it was. She's like, yeah, I just fell going up
it
steps. I'm like,
happens sometimes. You can't. None of you guys have ever been running and just miscalculated a step.
Well, my president
I
Joe
have-
Biden falls upstairs all the time.
I have steps in my house and I've never fallen going up the steps. I lied. I've maybe slipped on a step once or twice, but I have carpet for my steps, so it's easier. You'll slide.
I don't know what to say. Maybe it happens when you're old. See, Jay's falls. She gets it. So,
There.
Did I just hear?
yeah, you did. So,
See, carpet though. Carpet's dangerous on
dun
steps. I
dun
don't know why
bump,
we
dun
do
dun
that.
bump, dun dun
Oh,
dun
wait.
Don't laugh at my guy. Don't stop laughing.
Let's use two
He
hands.
slipped like 3 times.
Let's
and then he
use two
decided,
hands
"Oh,
this
I'm gonna slow
time."
down."
Oh my God, it's not over. Make it. You're gonna make it.
Oh, here it is again.
Stop.
Almost.
Stop.
Oh. Oh.
Joe, you gotta start holding the railing.
Oh.
There's another
Okay,
step.
Okay, look, see, he just can't see the steps. It's the sunglasses. You gotta take the shades off, bro. You gotta take the shades off.
This is a compilation. Apparently, it happens a lot.
It does happen a lot.
It looks so painful though. I'm not gonna lie. Like it looks like it hurts for him every time. I'm just like I am embarrassed for him.
Oh yeah, this bike one. I remember this one.
Wait, there's a bike. Is he
Yeah.
on a bike?
Yeah.
Oh
he's
my
riding a
God.
bike. Wait. And whoa!
Oh, he had his foot up on the wrong side. Oh no.
Yeah, he just fell. Oh!
Apparently,
Who
Jay's
put that
enjoying
cat
this.
there?
The floor is there.
So,
Okay.
So
He's watching. You can see he's watching, and he's.
yeah. Who's this imbecile? Oh, this one.
What did he even trip on?
That was a sandbag he tripped over that time.
Careful, the ground's there, sir.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious.
That was
That
fun.
is great.
That was worth seeing. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it falling. Let's see the master. All right.
That's
So,
funny.
blinded by the light.
Blinded by the lights. I mean, this is great news for me. I don't know if you guys get to see this, but we got the Ring of Fire Solar Eclipse event slicing across America.
Huh.
So
Oh, is that
we're all gonna
California
die
yet? Oh,
unless we get these glasses.
Johnny Cash.
Yep. So if you want to watch the eclipse, do not do what previous President Trump did.
What did he do?
This is I'm not even making it up. There's a clip of him doing it. He looked right up at the eclipse. He just
Is it?
right up
Are you
at
sure
it.
it's not a deep fake?
No, he just did it.
I don't know. That doesn't seem like something like.
And he's just kind of dumb.
That's such an American president thing to do, you know.
It was before deepfake, says Jays.
It was before deep fakes. That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was the first deep
It's
fake.
an American president thing to do. I promise you.
Yeah.
Just do it the wrong way, and you did it right. Because you're the president. Oh no.
Yeah. So this is as the moon lines up precisely between Earth and the sun, it will blot out all but the sun's outer bright blazing border will appear around the moon for as much as 5 minutes. So that's the Ring of Fire. It'll be fire
That's pretty
around the
cool.
eclipse. So yeah, if you throw on your glasses, you gotta have those special glasses to look at the sun. Don't do what Trump did. You can take a look at it for 5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean,
This does say eastern half of Canada.
oh yeah, for Eastern Canada, whatever.
Or it's a prelude to the total solar eclipse that will sweep across everywhere.
April 8th,
Mexico,
2024.
The U.S. and
Ah,
Canada
whatever.
in 6 months. In
Yeah.
6 months.
April 8th, 2024. Yeah.
Jeez.
So I guess
That's so
you guys in Canada may have to wait.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if Bermuda's going to see
I
any.
got a TV. You can show me a picture.
I don't care. I'll just look at pictures, honestly.
Yeah. They always
it'll
say
be-
the first next time this is gonna happen in 600 years, and the next time there'll be 1,000 years. And I
Next
look,
thing
it's
you know, it's
always
5
the
years
same
later.
thing. It just
Yeah.
Yeah.
a different rock. Like it's
This
cool,
says it'll
but
go-
It's not that cool.
It'll start in Oregon and then head towards Nevada, Utah, New Mexico, and Texas, and hitting little bits of Idaho, California, Arizona, and Colorado. Hey, I've got a chance.
Ooh.
Hey.
I do not see Pennsylvania in the list. No
Mm,
Pennsylvania.
Rick.
From there, it will cross to Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, Belize, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, Colombia, and finally Brazil. And a grand finale
Wow.
over the Atlantic.
Okay.
Oh wait, it says the Americas. So Canada should get it as well.
Yeah.
Well,
see.
but
'Cause
it's very specific about what
Americas,
part of
not
Americas it's
America.
cutting through. Like this is every part of them.
Yeah.
Like this is a
I-
very small number of states.
But surely Canada should get some of it. No?
I don't know.
No?
We
It
got a
says
lot
starting
more.
in the North Pacific and entering the U.S. over Oregon. They're the way they're describing it. It's like you don't get to see it.
It's like nobody gets to see it, honestly.
Jay
Except for
says, "Yay, Colorado's on the list." I also said, "Yay." It's in
Yeah.
theory, it says slivers, encompassing slivers. So we should get something.
All right, guys, I'll be right back.
For sure. But yeah, let's see that. Let's look at Trump looking at a solar eclipse, I guess. Jay's posted the link.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
In the kick?
Yeah.
Well, let's just take a look.
What else do you see in the future of Gen
I can't mute this.
AI in
Okay,
your
so
organization?
4
I
seconds.
think that leads in.
He clearly, I don't know if he actually looked. He might have pretended to look. He might have had his eyes closed or something. There's Baron.
Is he gonna look up one more time?
See, he could have looked up and closed his eyes as a joke, right? Like, see,
He just
look, his
looked up
eyes
one
are
more
closed.
time.
His eyes were
No,
closed.
that's squinting.
No, it's squint. Yeah, he closed them. He's always there.
That's
Yeah, no.
squinting.
That's not him looking at it. That's him looking somewhere else right now. Okay, now his eyes are closed. Now
They're
open.
squinted.
Now they're closed.
That's squinting.
That's closed.
All right, I'm back.
That's closed.
We need a
They're not-
ruling,
that's
Will.
Squinting. That's
It's
squinting.
squinting.
No, that's
Yes,
closed.
there. 2 squintings,
Look,
1
no, because that's
non-squinting.
his eyebrow. Then his eyes are completely closed. So he's got the big smile on his face. Yeah. So then he gets.
You're telling me that's not him looking?
He's definitely looking.
He could have. Yeah. Okay.
See, this is why everybody hated but loved Trump at the same time.
Because
He
this
brought
is
content
entertainment.
to the Americas, to the world. Honestly,
Yeah, this is
He's
the world.
good content. I will
mean-
give him that. He is the best content you would ever get. That is real.
Yeah, he's
Everything
pretty
else
funny.
is fake. He's real.
That's true.
a sad update to one
He
of our
is content,
stories.
but it's trash content, says Jays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very Jerry
Neutral,
Springer.
Yeah.
Jerry Springer had big
100%.
ratings, though.
Yeah, it did.
Just saying.
Yo.
So
So, it sells.
sad
I would
news.
wait. I would watch a Donald Trump talk show. Like if he had his own, I would watch that.
Did you ever
I feel
watch
like
The
it's-
Apprentice?
No, I didn't.
I
wasn't
used to
really
love
around
that
for
show
that
when I was a
time.
kid. I loved it. It was so fun to watch.
Bro, he's
So-
just funny. That's why.
Yeah.
He's stupid, and it's not on purpose, and it happens. Which makes it good. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sad news about a okay. About a story.
We're laughing. We're trying to do this
Yeah.
sad news.
Oh yeah, but yeah, super sad news coming out of our story we did the other day. But maybe it's a good news, not good news, but maybe it's what was supposed to happen. That woman who we
Whoa.
reported skydiving, she made her skydive, she landed, and she passed away days later. So that was her last
Yeah.
thing on her bucket list. Maybe that was
At
the
least
last
she got
thing.
to do something exciting.
And
She
that's-
probably was like, if I'm
that's
gonna
done.
die, I'm gonna go out,
You know what?
living.
Maybe you know what? Maybe that skydive. She was like, you know what? I lived my life. It's over. You know,
Exactly.
like
if she
100
died doing that, she's like, I had a long life. I'm
Yeah.
good.
You know what?
But this
Like, it's-
opens a door.
Yeah. Let's see.
That
what-
103-year-old or 104-year-old out there that was kind of like, damn, she set that record and she's older than me, so I can't do shit about it. I hope she dies so I could set that record. Those
Maybe.
people are happy.
Maybe.
That's not the door it opened. It opened
Yeah.
the door to the airplane. I just want to.
Because imagine if she didn't die, she could just come back at 105 and do it again.
Yeah.
At 106 and do it again.
Now they can try.
Now the others have
It
a
gives
chance.
them to will to move on.
Yeah, more people
yeah,
are going to live past
Dorothy-
104 because of this.
Dorothy 104 of Chicago passed
Yep.
away, sadly. Did she
Yeah,
pass
but
away
I think
at
this
home
said it
yet?
happened on Sunday in her home.
Yeah, found money by. Oh, yeah, she was but not around family, sadly, but at a senior home, she was found, passed away.
Senior living community. Yeah, okay, correction
You know
on
what?
that.
She
Not her
probably
home,
had,
but a
like-
senior living
hey.
community. Okay.
know what? Good on her. Like 104
And
years
died
old,
in
and
her
she
sleep.
did that. She died in her sleep. She probably had the most peaceful death you could have.
Ah.
Oh.
That was a good one, Jays. That was a good one. Yeah. I mean, is it sad? Yes. Is it sad? No. In
Yeah, I know
both
what you're
ways,
saying, but like
it's
it's a
one or
weird
the
way of
other.
saying it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the fact that because she was still living her life the best that she could, it makes it kind of sad because she didn't just stop doing things.
Yeah, she was like, no,
Right.
I'm
At the
gonna
same
keep
time,
going.
it's like at that age, you kind of just, I would assume at least you would hope for it at some point because it's like
Yeah.
you can only go on for so long. But
Now-
it's cool that she did what she did, and obviously, the passing of a human being is just sad in general.
Yeah.
'Cause they
Now,
lived
what I
their
was
life.
saying was not hyperbole about her doing it again and again. This was not her first jump. Her first jump was when she was a spry 100 years of age.
Oh my god.
So she's already been resetting the record. Like this is
Yeah.
like, okay, it was. There's
She's been
a
breaking
whole
her own
community.
records.
Oh, so she's the one. She was like, someone broke my record, so she broke the record. She was like, "Get take that, bitch," then died.
Now, I think Linnea Larson. I think we looked her up, and she's actually already passed away too. But so somebody else has got to be out there waiting.
Yeah.
And now they know exactly how long they need to wait.
Yep.
It was undeterminable before. She had no intention of breaking the record. Bullshit. Liar.
She probably didn't. She probably said, "Oh, I'm probably gonna die in the next couple of days. I'm gonna jump."
Yeah.
She wanted to
Well,
go
just
it's
skydiving.
but it wasn't her first time. She jumped at 100 years and at 100. So, like, I mean, she's done it multiple times. It wasn't
Good
just
on
a right before I die thing.
But it was.
Yeah.
Maybe she's like, no, that's the most fun of my life.
Or it was, and she ended up living an extra 4 years. And she's like, was gonna be, but then she just kept living.
Maybe she jumped thinking, "Oh, this could extend me longer."
yeah.
It
I'm
did.
gonna do it.
So.
Confirmed.
Do it. Just do it.
But yeah, sad news. But it's in the long run. Like I'm sure she had a great life. 104. That's
Oh, for sure.
pretty
And the
damn
fact that she
good,
got
so.
to do this sort of stuff at the end, she
Yeah,
definitely
so.
had some good shit,
Oh, yeah.
good times.
She knew how to live a life.
Yeah.
You could tell.
All right. Unfortunate update, but we got to do the updates when there's updates.
For sure.
Speaking of updates, we did cover when the Republicans ousted their speaker, so I guess as of right now, we still don't have a speaker. Does Canada? Did you guys get a speaker
Yeah,
yet?
we did. So,
You guys did? Okay, we don't, but we have a nominee. House Republicans choose Steve Scalise as their candidate for speaker last year. Now, as I understand it, he was just nominated. Have they actually voted yet?
That's what it seems like. I can't tell after read the article.
This says contest to replace McCarthy quickly became a two-man race between Scalise and Jordan. Jim Jordan there. Let's see. House Republicans have chosen Steve Scalise as their nominee for speaker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nominee.
2 hours. They voted with secret ballot, so I don't think that counts for the actual. House Republicans voted minutes earlier to table a motion to raise the threshold for 217. They're weird. I don't know what that means. I thought that was what
Why
it
do
always
they
was.
pick weird numbers?
Because it's like
Because the House is made up of numbers based on weird shit that people made up.
Okay, just weird. Got it.
You could
So,
argue
here's
it's based on
question.
population until you actually, and that's
Yeah.
not based on population. It's based on land plus population plus racism.
and where are you gonna win?
Why don't they have somebody who can step in as speaker?
They have
than
an
is the
interim.
speaker.
There is an interim
okay.
speaker who is in place right now, but part of the Constitution of America says there must always be a speaker, so they can't do any other legislation until a new speaker is named.
Well,
So-
no, but like you know how you have like the vice president.
Yeah,
Why do they have a deputy speaker of the House who becomes speaker if the speaker dies? It's very unlikely that someone will die as a speaker or be ousted or whatever as a speaker, but still, that deputy speaker would take over the instant that happens. Then there would be another deputy speaker after that.
well, I mean, it's probably
you
because
get
our
what I mean.
government's okay with just not being
Open?
not being open. Like they're okay with not being like at the higher level. President, vice president is
Yeah.
not okay to not be open. I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I guess.
Himoto, you know that if the president and the vice president dies, the speaker of the House becomes
the
the
speaker.
president. Yeah.
Exactly. So what happens
So-
if
If all three of them
Biden
die, it goes
just
to the Secretary
falls
of
down some steps.
Defense.
Yeah. And then
onto-
it goes on for like
Imagine-
30. There's like 30. They have it lined up for 30 people pretty much. All
Okay.
Congress can die and only one won't die. But
So right
Yeah,
now,
so
if President Biden fell down the steps and landed on top of Kamala
Kamala
Harris and
Harris.
she died too, you would have Petty Murray because there's no speaker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Until they name another
outrageous.
one, it goes right to Patty because the interim
they're
was
all
not was
Democrats
they are.
until you get that's wait. Is it meant to be that way?
Well, these are appointed positions.
Yeah. So that right
The
now.
president Joe Biden appoints the Secretary of State, all
Yeah.
secretary positions are appointed. The difference there being the House is one that they vote, and the President pro tempore Senate. These are the
Some
not
of those guys aren't
appointed.
even in a
They-
party. They're unwritten at least.
There's
Just
also
like
an
the
appointment
Attorney
and
General.
confirmation process for the general.
For
The
AG.
president,
Yeah.
the president nominates them, and then I think the Senate confirms the AG. So, but the Senate is obviously Democrat controlled.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's not a Republican on here.
You know what? That's kind of say it. It's not. I understand why you would have mainly Democrats, but I feel like it's said that your government wouldn't get along with the other side so much that they couldn't appoint somebody that's Republican because they're Democrats. I understand like the whole power thing, but like if they got along better, imagine being close enough with someone who's a Republican that you know would actually do a good job, and you say no to them just because they're not Democrat.
It happens all the time. Probably.
That to me is scary.
That's
'Cause it's
exactly
like,
because it's left and
Your,
right.
your
It can't be.
agenda is not for the country; it's
And
for you and your party. and
that's
it's
exactly what it is.
disgusting.
Here,
On
let me
all
show you
sides, not left
one
or
more
right. All
thing.
sides will do that. They don't give a shit about you. They don't give
Let me
a shit
show
about
you one more thing so that you understand that that's not the only level to look at these things at. The Senate, within the Senate, has different committees.
Mhm.
So when you're talking about being put into positions to actually matter, these are what.
Mhm.
So you've got a Democrat from Wisconsin on this committee, Republican from. You've got Republicans that are still being put on committees, even though the Senate's not.
Yeah.
So they're still on these finance, energy, foreign relations. Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Democrat, Republican, Republican,
Enjoy your night,
Republican.
Heckles.
So
Thanks
when
for
you get down to
watching.
the committees level, it's different, and it's more like what you're thinking it should be. This is where that happens.
Have you guys ever seen the show Designated Survivor?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, designated.
Okay, it is so good. Oh my gosh. Basically, they're I forget what he was in charge of. I think it was like housing or something. And there was a whole meeting happening in Congress or whatever the big building is, and the whole thing blew up. President died. Anybody that was in succession basically just died.
Yeah.
All of them. And he was next in line, him and one other lady.
This
He
says
was just above
Secretary
him.
of Housing and Urban
So
Development.
no, that's
Yeah,
where
that
they
was
took
it.
him.
That
They
was
took
him.
him. Yeah, but they take
was
one person and
crazy.
hide him for the night, pretty much, or right.
Yeah,
So
but it's a good show. I actually fully recommend this show. By the way.
I watched
So good.
season
I
one.
wish there was another season.
I watched season
I've-
one. I haven't got to the second season yet.
Bro, it was so good, man.
Okay, Housing and Urban
I
Development
watched
is
it.
number 12 in that list we were looking at, and that's Marcia
So
Fudge.
that's what he was. Yeah, so
Marcia
he was
Fudge.
housing and urban development.
Yeah.
or
It would be
whatever it
wild
is.
to go that far down.
Bro,
Like,
and that's what happened because the whole freaking thing blew up.
Yeah.
The whole thing was crazy, but it was a good watch because he was genuinely a nice guy who genuinely actually cared about the country, which is what I thought was cool.
have a good night, Heckles.
But yeah, what's going on with Will here?
So you guys remember the whole Oscars thing where Will Smith slapped
Oh,
Chris
And
Rock?
I'm very
And
confused.
what did he
right
say?
now.
What was his line? Said, "Keep my wife's name,"
Keep your damn wife's out of your mother mouth.
but he said wife,
No, that's
right?
not what he said.
No.
Keep my wife's name out your mother mouth.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
That was it.
So now Jada, the wife, or quote wife, I guess I have to say, says they've been separated for over 7 years,
But
Which is
refused to
crazy
divorce.
because
which includes that event. Like that
Yeah,
means they were
that's what I'm
separated when
saying.
he got so upset. I'm confused.
I'm very confused. Also, I used to really love, like, I still do, but not as much after all of this shit. Like, all of this coming out, it's just like, just get a divorce.
Yeah.
Will Smith was like somebody that I really did kind of look up to because he was just like he's cool, like he was different, and he was, I mean, he's black, right? And
What?
so like for me,
Okay.
black,
Yeah.
come on.
Okay.
Wait.
So for me, looking at it's just like, dang, he's not what he used to. Like he used to be like picture perfect, realistically. Like I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind if he got a divorce. I wouldn't be upset. I think it would be for the betterment of both of them. But
Obviously, if
they
they're
just
functionally separated for 7 years, I'd say
Exactly.
do it.
right now they're just trying to put on a persona that's just not working anymore. Just if you're not happy,
Yeah.
give it up.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie.
Right. No. I don't have much opinion. I think he did overreact at the whatever you call it, the Oscars or whatever that was there. Like you're supposed to have fun. It was a joke. It was a joke. Like I've heard a lot
Yeah.
worse jokes.
100%,
You know
I
what?
agree.
So like, come on, like I get made fun of all the time. I make fun of people all the time, like friends. Make fun of someone that means you care about them more. Not always, but you know what I mean. Like,
Oh no, not the entanglement.
but
Oh my gosh, this is
Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth.
yeah,
yeah.
that's face.
No.
Whoa.
The slap.
Whoa.
Yeah,
So,
but then
I still-
maybe that's why he
part
was
of me
so
feels like
mad.
it was
Maybe
still
that's why he's
staged.
so mad because he knows that they're not together. He's like, God damn it. So,
No, he had to make it look like they were still
Together,
together,
yeah.
or he had to. I forget. I'm trying to find the words, but I
Persona?
can't find the words, and it was.
make the
I
persona
guess
they're together. Yeah.
She says it
more
wasn't a skit.
towards making it for her,
But-
showing her how much he actually cares. That's what I'm trying to say, I guess.
I was like, there's no way that Will hit him. She remembers thinking. It wasn't until Will started to walk back to his chair that I even realized that it wasn't a skit. Oh, wow. She even thought it was real.
she thought it was a skit at first, and
Like,
now
that's what I
thinks
mean.
it's real.
That's what I mean. She thought it was a skit at first. Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. Ah,
but like that's ridiculous. But like this is just a weird thing to add to that story that we all had to hear and be a part of for some reason.
yeah, and then there are the memes and all that for the next 2 weeks. So,
Pinkett Smith calls her bonus son.
Oh, because that's not her son.
I was with
Oh,
ex-wife
shit.
Cherie Zampino.
oh,
Sure, that's a way to say that. So
all
yeah,
right. Well, yeah, that's that.
keep my separated friend's name out your mouth. Keep my roommate's name out your mouth.
Yeah.
Literally.
My living partner. No, my
Not
living.
even roommate. They probably live in different wings of the
Yeah.
house, you know?
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
so what they
geez.
do, he sleeps in the guest room, but they make it look like he
Nah.
still sleeps in the.
Well,
Nah,
at this point, you don't
surely
have to
not.
make appearances, so
Yeah,
but
it's
they
over
probably
now.
were, right?
Exactly. Just end it, honestly. Just get it over with. It's too much drama for me at this point.
Yeah.
I wasn't here for all that. I was here for a bit, but now it's over for me.
Next story here.
Yep. So we've done a few stories on these book bannings that are. It's a big talking point.
Yeah.
Apparently, Alabama still doesn't know how to read. I believe they're 49th in education.
Yeah, Alabama is pretty bad. So
In
that's not
in
their
the
fault.
country of United States of America.
49th out of 50. Yeah,
Yeah, like
we
so
rank
you,
our states.
you can't really fault maybe, but that's what the story says.
So yeah, Alabama public library system mistakenly flags children's book as quote sexually explicit because author's last name is gay.
What kind of gay name is it?
No.
No, I'm joking.
His last
So, I
name-
know. I'm
Mary
joking.
Louise Gay.
So
Hey, that
So
was
yeah,
good. That
this,
was
this
good.
is the book, right? This is the book. Read me a story,
you gotta scroll up a
Stella,
little bit from here. I guess Oh yeah,
by Mary Louise Gay.
Louise Gay. Yeah.
Mary Louise is a
I
dash, so it's like
I
a
met
first
guys
name.
named Gaylord before, so it's a name, right? So, right?
Yeah, there's
Potentially
been, I know
inappropriate.
I knew a guy growing up that had that as his.
It's not inappropriate though. Gay, like
potentially
word gay
Yeah, it's
means
happy.
more than just that.
happy and
Like,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
and, like remember the Flintstones?
It's just
Come on.
because we as a okay, I've lost the words. Okay, you know what? Just move on. If I start speaking, just
As
skip over me.
of the
honestly.
human race.
Yeah, it's just like we as a race of human beings
Yeah.
pervert things like literally anything.
Yeah,
We can
things
make
change.
it sound like it's just
Like
more
there's
than what it
sayings,
is.
there's sayings that I said that when I was a kid, which were totally fine. Now, if I even say half of that word, all these 20-year-old kids start freaking out because it's like, whoa, whoa, it's like, okay, whoa, right? But we've done that with our parents and so on and so on. So,
When I was a kid and I heard and we all learned in class that the word gay means happy,
yeah,
everybody started walking around being like, yeah, I'm gay.
yeah. So yeah,
Just like,
I'm happy. Yeah. So
come on.
have a gay old
Like
time.
we're not grown enough to act like we're adults.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna, correct ourselves or each other.
Yeah.
But looking back on it, it's childish and it's just like, why?
Oh.
But I
Yeah.
understand as a kid, you learn these things, you're like, oh, bet.
But like when I was a
gonna run
kid,
it.
I used to like, even when I was a teenager, people would, not me actually, I would it once in a while, but people would go, "That's gay." It's like, and nothing.
Oh, yeah.
It had nothing to do with gay people or anything. It had to do with like that, just a saying, you know? Right?
It's
Like-
and here's the thing: as a kid or a younger version of me, I'm not gonna pretend like I didn't say it. I said it,
Yeah.
but then once I
did.
started to like learn and be more immersed in the understanding of it, it's just like it's not a negative connotation. If anything, it's something to be proud of for who are part of that community, right? Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, that's gay in a negative way,
Yeah.
because it's not.
But like it's just one of those things you say sometimes, like, oh, like,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. Then context means a lot. Someone can clip it like, oh, like somebody can. That's what happens all the time. But you say something, and you use the word gay, and then you say another word afterwards. Then I'm not gonna because I'm not gonna give people the opportunity. But-
Society was the word I was looking for. not
Society,
human
but
race.
yeah, so it's pretty
Yeah,
close. Human race.
So
But
wait,
yeah.
I could clip you there saying gay, and I'm not gonna let them have the opportunity. That was your quote just now.
Well, yeah.
Yes, literally.
But
Gay,
okay.
and I'm not gonna let them have the opportunity.
Yeah,
End
okay.
quote. I'm gonna cut you
See,
off
there
right
you
there.
go.
That's my clip of.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Like
what I
you're
mean.
literally being a hater.
I got
Yeah.
canceled before I
Yeah.
even got started.
Yeah,
That's
so,
crazy.
but no, that's exactly what it is, right?
It's that easy.
And that,
Yeah.
but yeah, things have changed. You got to be more careful what you say, right? But ask what British people call a cigarette. You know, like give me a break. So
It's a fag.
yeah,
Now that being said, when we started this article, I actually was saying that it was kind of prompted by the whole book banning thing. Now the library is actually saying it's not that. They're saying it's the library system wanted to survey its catalog and take steps to preempt any efforts to ban books. We decided as a whole to look at our collection, see books
likely
and
be
protecting our
challenged. Yeah.
collection and making sure it stayed intact. The opposite of banning. We were trying to protect. They're trying to pre-identify them before
So
the
maybe they,
dummies come for them.
so maybe they just typed in a code on the computer and gay got flagged.
Well, that's literally what it said. An automated
Yeah.
key.
Okay,
yeah.
there you go. I didn't even read that part. There you go. Yeah.
So they were just trying
But
to scan
why-
to like whittle the pile down to
Why?
Possible.
I mean, okay, it's a kid's book. It's a children's book, so I can see why the word gay got
flagged.
flagged.
Yeah.
I think maybe to an
I mean,
extent. I can
because
see
their
why.
intent is to protect the books that may come under challenge, and anything LGBT plus is coming under challenge.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's the G.
Okay, got you.
That's the G. They would also search
Yeah.
for the word lesbian, bisexual, trans, queer, plus, which includes many others that at that point you don't need to know.
I can't. I don't know. What you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Nobody expects you to. That's why everybody was okay with the plus.
Yeah, the plus is
But
as
me-
far as it goes. Well, I
You
do
had
remember
me at
they added a
fair.
few more letters, but then they're like, yeah, that's way too much.
When we hit the Q, I'm not going to lie, my mind
Even the
first went to
Q,
quotient, and I don't know why. But
Right.
I
Even the
knew
Q makes
queer.
people go like, "What does that
Yeah.
mean? How is
Yeah.
queer
Like,
different
if
from
you-
gay?"
Yeah,
And it's
exactly.
different.
If
I
you say
can't
the
even
word
tell you
queer
how.
to me, I get it. I
Yeah.
couldn't tell you how either.
No,
I would
say the
need
word
somebody
queer
to
to me,
help
okay,
explain it to
cool.
me.
Yeah, I always
So-
thought when I like. I guess because gay is men, lesbian is woman, so queer is L. Is that it?
No,
Right?
no. L is lesbian.
Yeah, that's what I mean. L. Sorry, L is
Q
lesbian.
is
Queer.
queer,
But
which
yeah, L
means
is
something that
lesbian,
we just don't know. It's
but-
not like we don't know what
But
Q
like, if
stands for.
someone
It
calls
just-
you a lesbian, you're thinking of a woman who likes women. If someone says
Yes.
a gay, most people are gonna automatically think a man liking a man, right? That's just how
Right.
it is, right? That's just
Yes.
how it is. So queer,
Yes.
when someone says queer, you don't have an idea. You're thinking, oh, it could be a guy or a girl. So that's
I have no clue.
exactly
that
so.
could be if
so,
that's.
so right, so they don't need the Q
LGBTQIA, something like
because
that.
they already got the lesbian and the gay in there.
But LGBTQ is not your gender identity. It is your sexual orientation. So I'm pretty sure there's like I and then A as well, but beyond that, I don't know.
there's a lot of
I don't
letters.
know what I is.
Yeah.
I think A is like asexual,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I is intersex.
Okay, intersex. Okay, gotcha.
A is and there's like I
Asexual.
said, no one expects anyone to know beyond that, really. I mean, unless you have your life,
Intersex, got it. Yeah.
because obviously there's several that never even made it into the acronym, like
They already use it. They
pansexual,
already use that
Oh, yeah.
letter once.
non-binary.
So-
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Now hold on, I found a thing here. Queer adjective in a very basic sense, anyone who is not heterosexual and/or cisgender. In the past, queer was a negative or term for gay, and thus it is sometimes disliked, but the term is increasingly being used to describe all identities and politics that go against normative beliefs. So there you go. It's kind of what Mike
I'm
said,
not gonna
although
lie.
a little bit more than what you said, but basically
I
kind
was
of what
gonna
you
say
said.
I'm still a little bit confused because it's just big. It's just a lot of words for me, right? I have to actually read it and process it myself,
Yeah.
but I get it.
Anyone who's not
It's, yeah.
cisgender and heterosexual falls under the large umbrella of queer. A lot of different people would fall under that umbrella.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's it. But it just
There's a whole itgetsbetter.org if anybody does want to learn terminology, and any of our audience members or anything wants to educate themselves. Like I said, if you have people in your lives that are these kinds of people, you should educate yourself.
Yes.
And there's two ways to look at that, right? Like, you can definitely respect everybody and not have to learn about something you don't want to learn about. But you should definitely
like,
have
I'm
to
not-
respect that person, regardless of.
Yeah, like if I don't
Yeah.
feel like I can be bothered, like I'm a lazy person. So if I can't feel that I can be bothered to learn something, it's not because of what it is that I'm learning. It's just simply I can't be bothered. I could pick that for anything, right? If somebody tells me what their orientation is, I will respect their orientation as much as I can, no matter what, honestly.
Right. So basically, it
It's
just doesn't
just-
apply to you. So there's no applications. It's not like
Yeah.
it's part of your learning is you have to actually
Mhm.
apply it for it
I
to
feel like for me
be worth retaining, kind of thing.
Exactly. It's more worth it if I can meet the person that is that orientation or gender identity or whatever, that I can better understand it more.
For sure. Like,
That's where it is for me.
I have family members, close family members to me, that have gender dysphoria. And I have some other family that are younger and that have that same gender dysphoria. So I get it. I 100% get it. And I'm very careful what I say. But then sometimes it's really hard when you've known someone for 30 some odd years, and next thing you know, you find, you know what I mean? It's like, but it's not, but I'm going to respect them no matter what. I love them 100%. And I don't give a shit. Okay, when I say I don't give a shit what they, I don't want to. I'm trying to say it not.
You
so it
gotta
sounds
word this
bad.
right. You're going
I
down a
know.
dark path here.
That's why I'm
You're
being
digging a
very
hole
careful here.
that you don't want
So-
to dig. What
yes,
you're trying
like,
to say
you
is
know,
probably
okay.
more along the lines of doesn't bother you.
Yeah.
I'm scared now too.
But
I'm
you know
scared.
exactly. So
I'm scared.
y'all know what I'm trying to say. I'm not gonna say it, but y'all pretty sure you know what I'm trying to say here. It's like
I'm
It
not.
doesn't bother
Yeah.
you that they identify
Yeah.
or have a sexual preference that.
it doesn't matter if you're
is
the
not a
LGBTQT
social
plus. I love you. You know.
Yeah,
There. That's
exactly.
the way to say it. I don't care if you're part of that. I love you. Alright, so, but
I mean, you should care though. Surely.
I didn't say I didn't care. I changed it. I changed that.
he literally changed it all the way to. So
And then he messed up and said at the end, "I don't care if you're father."
I don't care,
Oh my
but I
God,
love you.
fuck.
But I don't care, but I love
Okay.
you.
But I
did a
don't. You're
great
right.
job,
Then.
and
But
then
hey, then it's true because I don't care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make you who you are as a person, right? Like whether the person sits beside you at the bar is gay or not doesn't make them a different person.
Of course not. They're just
So-
another person sitting next to you at a bar.
I just might be able to
Or
get a
you're
free
talking
drink
to
now.
a
You know, like sorry, my bad.
Facts.
So.
No, you're good. You're good.
But
You're
yeah.
good.
But yeah, that's so we're talking about the school, so that's good they're doing that, trying to catch the problem before it starts.
Yeah, because in a lot of
did it
these
make the news,
cases,
though? That is kind of crazy. So
well, I mean, like I said, it's the current thing going on here in America.
Yeah.
Lots of states
Yeah.
trying to do these library book bannings, well, burnings too, book burning and book banning, and school. Not only the libraries, but also books. So I expect to continue hearing about it. This is just, I don't know if I even believe them though when they say they were doing this as to preempt it. I feel like that's sort of a you got caught messing
Yeah, maybe.
kind of an answer. It could be like, because this is Alabama, so I mean, just because you're a librarian doesn't, I think you're on the right side of things. Like, this could just be a librarian in Alabama who, they wanted to start looking at what they should be angry about, and
Voila, there it is.
there you go. And then they got angry about something stupid because they're dumb. But so I could go either way, but we're gonna continue having this crap in America because we have an entire political party that's pushing this to get votes.
So, we mentioned this at the beginning of the show.
We did, and you know about this one.
Yeah, so new details about a $20 million airport gold heist revealed.
Ooh.
Give you a quick rundown. A few months ago, plane landed here in Canada, in Toronto. $20 million of gold got unloaded, put somewhere, and it just disappeared. Yeah, gone. There's no security of it leaving the property or anything. And they're like, there's no evidence it left the property. They still think it's there. Now, a few days later, it comes out that Canada seized a plane from Russia a little while ago. And they're giving that plane to Ukraine. So I was like, you know what? That gold is on that plane. And that plane was sitting at Pearson Airport. So my thing was on that plane and it's gone to Ukraine. And never left the airport because it got put on that plane. But that's my opinion. Just conspiracy. But yeah, so $20 million is gone. They don't know where it is. And this, apparently they have found some stuff.
It wasn't gold, was it?
More, we heard about it, yes. Dustin? Dustin? It looks like we lost our...
Hi, Dustin. How are you? Yep, good chat. I'm enjoying it as well.
I'm
Huh?
okay. Well, we'll figure this out here. Don't worry.
No, I'm
Oh, yeah,
joking.
yeah.
He's not actually here.
Yeah, no, he's not here. So, but yeah, so the $20
he's
million in gold bars weighing 400 kilograms, along with $2 million in US. I didn't know about
Was
that.
this U.S. dollars? You guys had our money up there?
Where were you?
This is not Canada dollars.
Oh. There you go. You're back on. So, I think you're back on.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's back. He scrolled and everything. I don't see no issue.
On my stream,
2
though.
million US cash.
Yeah.
I'm mad how he said you guys had our money.
Yeah.
What is that?
This
like,
should say Canada
Yeah.
dollars or whatever.
what's that,
CAD.
like 2.6 mil Canadian? Maybe.
Are you
Oh, no,
okay? I can't.
2.3.
I don't know what's going on right now. I have to stop switching screens. Okay,
No,
you're
it's
not,
like 2.6.
you're not even
and
scrolling right now.
Canadian.
My bad. Okay.
No,
So
he's
apparently
not-
they just
he's not
walked in. They walked into the cargo facility, showed a thing, and then just left with it.
Okay, so they found out where it went. Okay, can you go back? Sorry, I was working on my brain. So,
What?
oh yeah,
No,
so
this-
it walked in. And cash
this
was
doesn't
as
say
easy
where it
as
went.
walking into air. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was saying yeah, but it just disappeared.
Air Canada's cargo facility is where it was at.
Yeah.
But where did
Oh,
they
Fast
take
Way
it?
Bill.
Is that?
Hmm.
That's why I was trying to scroll down and keep reading.
Yeah, my bad.
'cause-
Okay.
Why were they transporting gold bars? I'm just curious.
Is gold as a currency?
In Dubai?
No,
Yeah.
everywhere. Gold is probably the best currency.
No, I know.
Yeah.
It's just so much.
Yeah.
So it remains
So
So
unsolved.
42 minutes. 42, how long? 42 minutes after it's unloaded from Switzerland, it was gone.
So they unloaded it. 42 minutes later, somebody left with it. So they knew it was arriving.
Big inside job. Big
It's
inside
in that
job.
plane that's
For sure.
it's
Yeah.
in that plane that's going to Ukraine. Like that's what I'm saying.
To
Like,
move tons of gold. That's
Yeah.
a quick job, bro. Inside. Like that's somebody high up inside too. 100%. Like that's a they did that flawlessly. Like that's a
Wow, yeah.
quick lift. Within 42 minutes, and that's like when they saw it, 42 minutes, not when it was going. 'Cause
yeah.
it could have been going before then.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
right.
a-
So
That's a quick lick. That's a quick, bro. They They made so much money so fast.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
So, oh my god.
I'm
And
jealous.
I don't
I
know.
like 20 M's in 42 minutes.
Yeah. The money cleared banknotes was being shipped to Vancouver.
So a Swiss bank hired them to move the money,
Oh.
but this doesn't say the gold, so maybe that was a separate.
Oh well, that money's insured, so they're fine. They don't care.
Well, yeah.
Well, someone's got a
Yeah, this is the other one. A refining company hired the same Brinks. Brinks did the transport for both of them.
Wow.
They hired him to do the gold. So 2 different companies would be involved. Like bank's definitely insured. I mean, wouldn't the gold be insured? 20 million. I didn't insure that.
It's probably covered by Brinks at that point.
But someone's responsible. Like, who has to be responsible? But yeah, the money's just
Brinks
gone.
will be responsible.
Yeah.
They were,
Brinks
and
would
they're who's
have
being
to,
sued.
unless
Yeah.
there's like a waiver that says they don't have any responsibility if the money is taken, which is a potentially like it's a high chance that they have something like that. Where if the money is stolen or something, Brinks is not responsible for it.
It says it was in a cargo container the size of a large office. So that's not big.
Well, okay, look down. The problem with 632, unidentified individual gained access to Air Canada's cargo storage facility. No security protocols or features were in place to monitor, restrict, or otherwise regulate unidentified individual.
So they may not
crazy.
be, completely liable to completely keep something, but they're definitely liable to do these things. To at least know somebody access your facility.
Once inside, unidentified man just showed a copy of an airway bill. Yeah. Jeez.
For an unrelated shipment.
Oh, so that's only 880 pounds of gold though, which isn't much. It's a lot in terms of like the value of it because gold is expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, that's not
in
that
terms
much
of, like,
gold.
the actual weight, it's not heavy.
No, it's not. They could put an SUV probably.
Because it's dense. It's dense as
Yeah.
hell, firstly. But also, I think their idea, their plan was make it look less secure, so it looks like it's not worth anything.
Oh,
The downside to that is that people who know might just say something, and there you go. The gold and the money's taken.
yeah, and all you have to do is melt the gold down and get rid of the freaking stamp. Boom, you're done. Right?
The gold and cash had separate airway bills marked in all caps, apparently. Brinks secured air freight. Special supervision is requested. Valuable. I don't think they were trying to be quiet about it.
Okay, yeah, they weren't.
In fact, they were
fine.
trying to be loud about it, and the people working. What did this say up here? AC accepted the fraudulent waybill from an unidentified individual without verifying.
Someone got fired for that anyway.
Yeah, whoever did this is AC.
That's Air Canada.
That's Air Canada. Some Air Canada worker.
Yeah.
Made no inquiries
wow.
in the circumstances. Yeah, so they just.
Unreal.
They clearly
That's
skipped
crazy.
a step of their job, but also like a step that tried to put big caps on. Also up above here, the other thing I saw, they marked the money declared as all caps banknotes, and the gold bars declared all caps gold bar. They really like their all caps here.
So,
You know?
All right, yeah, they said I'm gonna get caught, and I'm gonna do it in the most spectacular way possible.
but customs is pretty crazy. Customs is pretty crazy. You have to have exactly what's on. Because I should
AC
send stuff to
Secure
the States all the
advertises
time.
itself
Yeah.
as, quote, special handling for high value cargo with security as its highest priority. Oh, really?
Yeah. No,
Yeah? Maybe not.
Bro, the person on that post was like, I'm clocking off in like the next minute or two. I might as well just let this person in. I can't be bothered to go through this 20-minute freaking check.
You're going to take some of these cargoes? Good. We're too full anyways. Take as many as you can.
Literally,
Get out of here.
You're making my job easy because now I don't have to protect shit.
So I guess,
Don't trust Air Canada.
is there a reason we won't have somebody else try this? They've no arrests. They have no idea who.
Yeah. Just poof.
Yeah,
And
that's
the
it.
reason they don't know who is because they didn't even check ID.
Nope.
That's the outrageous part.
And
I can't
that's
get
it.
in a
That's
plane
pretty
without
scary.
getting my ID checked like 20 times.
Yeah. I get searched almost every time I
Especially
go
in
through the
Toronto.
airport.
Bro, in
So-
Pearson International Airport, I go through and I get checked like 20 times. I
Yeah.
promise you, it's outrageous. It's the longest process I've ever had just to get to another flight from that airport.
And I pull out a rubber glove and do all that fun stuff.
Oh, Oh, I've still not recovered from that. I'm not gonna lie. The loot is still somewhere up there. I'll never.
I got a ring for free that way, you know. So.
All right, we've got one story left.
Yes. So yeah, Tim
Ballard.
Ballard, U.S. child trafficking operator. He. I can't
US
speak.
child.
Can you say it, please? Can you go?
What is it? Tim Ballard.
Tim.
Yeah,
U.S.
Tim
child
Ballard.
trafficking opponent. Inspired Sound of Freedom accused of assault.
You guys know what Sound of Freedom is, right?
That's a movie, right?
Yeah, it's a new movie that came
I
out.
was gonna say, I assume.
I didn't watch it.
I want to watch it. I just don't know. I can't watch it in theaters. I'll get too angry.
Oh, you haven't watched it yet?
No. But I've heard it broke records. It was like one of the. It kicked every movie out of the water for making money, and now apparently the guy who was the real guy, he's the one that did it. He's not in the movie. He actually was the one that wanted to save these children from being trafficked and all that. And he went to different countries. He had to quit the FBI because they told him not to save kids in the country. He's a good guy. I could be wrong about him, but I think he actually is a good guy. And apparently women are saying he sexually assaulted them. Now, go into it, because it's not just a sexual assault. They worked with him undercover, pretending to be his wife. And they're saying that. So, before you go too far in, but let's scroll down here. What are you going to say, Himoto?
I was just gonna say something, but we'll read this first, and then my opinion might change. I mean,
Yeah.
it won't, but it could.
What's your opinion? Give it to us.
Okay.
It
I
changed.
have an issue with when females make sexual assault accusations against somebody who is well known.
Yeah.
Because I always feel like they're just trying to get the clout or there to take his money, and it's just like it starts to devalue the
And-
people who actually have been assaulted
One-
by somebody, or even this same person.
You're 100%. You're 100%
right?
correct, because you should definitely believe women when they say that stuff. But then you believe them.
You should also, and should you also believe men? 'Cause,
Yeah, that's a
men
thing, though,
also
because-
it's also a thing,
And they
It's just
can
less
lose their whole
legal
careers.
because we're a man.
Now, in
Exactly.
this article, I did read it. Usually, I don't read them, but he was with these women out undercover with these pedophiles and these guys who traffic children, right? And he had to act like it was his wife, but they weren't supposed to kiss and stuff like that. But he had to kiss him one time to make it look like he was undercover. Because what are they gonna do? Kiss your wife? No, I don't kiss my wife. Give me a break, you know, like.
Exactly.
But and then I
It's
guess
like, you
one
make
was
yourself
Mormon.
look
One was
as
Mormon.
unsexualized as possible.
Yeah, one was a Mormon, and she wasn't allowed to drink alcohol, but undercover, they didn't know that. So Tim apparently said, you can have, actually she said this, that she can drink the alcohol, then give him a kiss and spit the alcohol in his mouth, then he can go and do whatever with it, spit it out or swallow it, right? And which just sounds gross, but he's trying to help her out. So
Spit or swallow, the age-old question.
yeah, there you go.
Sorry.
But no, I agree with what you're saying there. But again, if I'm wrong, I hope, and that's the thing though, if the woman's right and the man is wrong, 100%. But why didn't they say something back when it happened? Why didn't they say something 6 months after it happened? Why not a year? No, why wait 10 years, 15 years for 20 years for, you know?
Well, there is a way to look at that, and that's just like there could be a certain level of fear that you would feel going after somebody that is as big as someone
Yeah.
like this, for example. It's like
But he wasn't big
they
before.
could use any.
But he wasn't big at first, you know? That's the thing though, so.
Yeah.
I know what
He was
you're
lucky.
saying, but now that he's big, that's when they went at him. As soon as he became
Yeah,
famous.
Now it's worth it. Now
Yeah.
it's worth it. It's like don't do it because you get something out of
But
it.
this
Do it
this
so
guy's
that other
adopted.
people
This
don't
guy
have to
has like
give
6 adopted
feedback.
children. Hey, he's adopted six children from all third world countries. So him and his wife.
I also have a problem with
Wait,
Like-
he has a wife?
Yeah,
Then why the fuck is he using people?
because
Take your fucking wife as your couple.
Because
Like, what is the point of
because
using
these
this
wives
other
are
person?
FBI agents. They're real FBI agent. His wife's not an FBI agent.
So wait, these
Wait.
6 women or these 5 women are FBI agents?
Or some kind of agent working for them, yes.
You do understand that all of this is after he left, right? This is all under Operation Union Underground
Operation,
Railroad,
okay.
which
Well,
is after he left as an agent. He
Okay.
was
Well,
an
first of
agent
all,
when this
okay, my
thing
bad.
started.
Okay, anyway, that's what they do
So
in real
why
life,
does
too.
he have 5 women with him?
Because his wife is at
Why not
home
his
taking
wife?
care of the kids, and maybe she's not. Again, maybe she's not trained. These could be. Let's find out who
Maybe
these
you
women
come
are.
up with a different sting operation that doesn't involve cheating on your wife.
But
Can this
Like
be a movie?
literally.
he was
Even if it's
literally-
not
This
assault,
could be
this
a
is just like.
movie if he gets away with it.
But if his
Even
wife
if you take
knew-
away the assault, this is just
Okay,
greasy
but
as
even
hell.
if you look in the real FBI, married men who have wives will go undercover for a year, and they'll have a fake.
This
wife.
is not an FBI agent. This
Okay,
is
it's
a
not.
citizen who works for Operation Underground.
Yes. So that's an operation. That's like that. who
No, that's a
knows?
company.
That's a
It's an
company.
organization
Yes,
founded
it's an
by a guy.
organization. So yeah, but how do you
It
know
doesn't have
these-
any extra rights to do any kind of operations. It's not a government
But
entity.
okay, it's his job, and these women got hired to do the job as well, so they had to do the job.
Now, what was in their hiring contract?
I don't know, but
That's literally what it comes down to. They're alleging that what he said would happen, he went
okay,
well beyond that.
So, but yeah, well,
that
beyond
should be in the contracts. And by the way, this also says he's a
undercover
Mormon.
pedophiles who will kill you. They will kill you if you slip. So you either freaking
Well,
kiss the
then
chick,
that means
yeah.
you chose living over the civil penalty because
Yeah.
you're basically saying you're fucked either way, but you still get fucked this direction. If you did a civil problem, you still get that. You don't just get to say, "Oh, well, I thought a bad thing was did another."
and-
Guys, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel that large corporations or companies that support people who eventually end up in a situation such as this tend to jump on the bandwagon of, oh, he's wrong,
Lots.
relatively quickly?
Lots, yes.
Like, say for example, yeah, okay.
Look
so
at
you-
what's
you
his
get
name,
what I'm saying.
Brendan, that guy from the what's his name? He's being
Do I think a company is going to weigh in on this story? No. Is that your
No,
question?
not weigh in on it. You know what I mean by that. So say a sports person is sponsored by Nike, right? And then all of a sudden, a story comes out saying, oh, allegedly he's I don't want to use words that I can't use. He's committed sexual assault on several different women, right? And
Right.
then in the end, he actually didn't do anything.
yeah.
But the companies would very quickly just drop him
And then
simply
you
because it looks bad, as opposed to maybe back the guy that they're sponsoring.
I mean, the contracts
You know,
are written
it's
such
a-
that they allow both sides out under conditions.
yeah.
And if
Okay.
that condition or criteria is met, that's when those contracts.
But
And a lot of that is
structure.
reputational. They don't want the reputation tied to their company.
it's
Their
just
company
not,
has nothing to do with it.
yeah, but then the guy
But
loses money.
here's
Right?
the
So
thing.
it's their prerogative to just cut that tie,
Yeah.
and their contracts
But
are always
it
worded
is-
such that they legally can't.
It is 100% better in terms of like in terms of their optics to just cut ties with them regardless of whether he comes out good or bad. If he comes out and it's like he got away with it, do you know how much money they could possibly make off of that?
Yeah.
Just because he fought a case, he
Won.
was
Look
not
at Johnny
convicted
Depp.
on it. Bro, like a Johnny Depp, exactly.
yeah. So
Like, looks so good for a company that sticks with their guy, feeling and knowing that they have so much trust and faith in this one person that it's like, oh, I would buy that sneaker or that shoe or that brand of clothing simply because I can tell that they care about who they sponsor.
look at
you
what
know,
happened
it's
to
stuff
Russell
like that.
Brand.
It's two ways to look at it. One
You know-
way is definitely the safer bet every single time, though, 100%. And also I didn't know much about the contract stuff, and that makes sense. It 100%.
But
makes
still,
sense.
I know what you're saying, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But what? Okay.
You know
then
those
sure.
things you don't read,
They
those
should've- but
license
they
agreements.
should've-
They look like
Yeah,
those.
exactly.
yeah.
Going back to that.
So
funny
the
enough.
athletes or whoever this probably didn't read them, but the
Oh, yeah,
lawyers
no, but
for
they
the
have
companies
lawyers.
definitely read them and wrote them
Oh, yeah.
specifically to limit the liability.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. For both
LLC
sides.
stands
But-
for limited liability. Like,
Yep.
Can you be charged for something that happened in a different country though?
Well, you have to be extradited to that country.
Yeah,
right?
but the
If it was a crime
happened
that took place in another country.
Yeah, so and that anyway, we'll see what happens. Hopefully he didn't do anything, and hopefully he's fine. It doesn't sound like he actually like did anything too major. They say that he kissed a few or something like that. But,
No, you didn't read the whole article.
no,
then I guess
I didn't read the whole. I told you I only read a little bit of it. So
Yeah.
Just
So
spit the alcohol does.
yeah, and here's the alcohol spitting part. But then it eventually gets down to here, where he pressured the women to share a bed and shower with him on sting operations
Okay.
and coerced sex acts from them, purportedly, like you said, to maintain the appearance of a romantic relationship at all times, to avoid suspicion from the traffickers. I don't think you have to shower with your wife to do that. I don't think you have to fuck your wife to do that. Pretty sure closing your door and saying we're going to bed is sufficient.
Oh, yeah,
So what's
100%
up?
it is.
So what's up, Mr. Ballard?
Well, no,
what's
no, no.
up?
Well, yes.
Also, your
but
wife
when
that's
you're
at home with
dealing
your
with-
kids?
Okay, stop.
Your
stop,
wife?
Stop.
okay, let him out say. Let him out talk. Come on.
when you're dealing with people at this level, like sex traffickers or whatever, I guarantee you they're probably bugging the room or whatever
Yeah.
with whatever. Like they got cameras or anything, so they want to be 100% sure before they even begin to trust you. So I guess to an extent, what he said or what he wanted to do makes
Allegedly,
sense.
yeah.
But yeah, allegedly. Okay. It makes sense, but I can also see why, from another person's point of view, another person being like the females that he was with, it can look like he was just taking advantage of the situation because he fully could have been,
Yeah.
100% could have been. 'Cause
Again,
it
I
makes
don't know,
sense
but
in both ways that it works out that way.
I'm not saying
Right.
it's right, but he saved a lot of children. He's done pretty good. Again, not saying if he did something wrong, he should pay for it. But
Oh yes, definitely.
we'll go see what happens if he did it. Well, I'm sure we'll follow up on this story.
I mean, we probably won't follow up on the story
Why?
because there won't be any follow up on this, but
You don't think that's gonna
What,
come to light?
though?
I'm sure
it's
there will be.
gonna quietly disappear as a story.
Oh yeah,
I don't
100%.
think it will,
It's gonna be
so.
forgotten. It could be forgotten.
I don't
100%
know.
it could be
Some
when it is.
a lot of people were I don't know. There's a lot of mixed reviews about the movie. I think someone's gonna try to go after him. Some lawyer's gonna contact all these victims and be like, hey, class action lawsuit or something like that.
If he gets found not guilty, I would watch the movie though. If he
Yeah.
gets found guilty, I will watch the movie. I will just watch the movie, bro. Make a movie out of this. Would be a good movie.
But
Dang, it just sounds like something that didn't really happen.
it is a
that
movie.
actually happened.
It's a movie. It's out right now.
No. On what's
Oh,
happening
it's out right now.
though.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah, because that's like it's like how we were talking about The Blind Side before, right? How all
Yeah.
this other stuff came out after the movie. This right here
But see,
would
that's the
be
thing.
same thing.
They made this movie back in 2016, I think, actually, and it just got released because a whole bunch of lawsuits that were happening and stuff. Like not lawsuits, but Disney owned it for a while, and it got bought out and stuff. What was I saying though? Totally forgot. It's gone. Oops. What were we? Yeah, it's gone. But yes, anything else? Should we talk about this?
We didn't even read it, but I feel like we talked a lot about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess he did read it. We didn't read it. Yeah, we got into it pretty quick there. So, but what were you gonna say, for Dustin?
I was just saying,
yeah.
I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, that sounded like you wanted to say something. But okay, I can see where you're coming from though. Like if he did it and that was the rules, sure, charge him. But if it wasn't, well then.
Well, wouldn't you say that was the rules? What do you mean?
Like the contract. That's what I mean. Sorry, the contract. Like,
Well,
if that was
well, keep in mind
contract-
he found locals on. You think he had a contract?
on what? Sorry.
These are locals from Honduras.
Okay,
Do you
yeah.
think he had a contract?
Okay.
That's how it works in a real place that has a government and shit. Like in Hollywood and shit, you'd have contracts. You don't have uncontracted work. We're talking about Honduras.
Okay, I see.
And-
I like I said, I didn't actually
What are the odds he actually had contract with people, or was
I
it
don't
a
know.
verbal agreement?
Maybe it's a verbal agreement. Who knows?
Right.
But
So what if it was? And what if it was broken? Would you? Because that won't be found guilty in court. right? There won't be a court thing for that.
See the thing, I guess, but
would you still find the guy to be a hero because of all the others? Because
like,
not guilty.
No, didn't I say that? It's like I'm glad he did.
Well, that's what I'm
he
asking.
Did. But if he is guilty, he should definitely.
So
pay
you have to see the guilty. So if it were a broken verbal contract, you would be you don't have a problem with it,
right? So people get accused. So there's a lot of things that people they're
right. What I'm saying is they're going to argue that it's not in writing, so it needs to be thrown out of court, and then it will be. Okay. So being verbal means it's not going to be found guilty.
Here where I am.
So I want to know if you need that guilty verdict for your
legal contract here. So where I live, it's a legal contract.
My heart.
You're good.
But how is it? How is it?
Caleb, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh shit.
If it's verbal and it's accepted there, how is it recorded and known what the deal was and looked at after the fact to see if it was violated? Does it have to be recorded?
I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a judge. I don't know.
Right. So that's why I'm asking if it's thrown out on that kind of context.
But then okay.
You still think that he's basically free of all bad doing? He didn't do bad.
But then it's a she said he said thing, right? Like, how do you know who's telling the truth? Is it him or is it her?
Right, and that's where it comes down to getting thrown out of court. I think I hear your answer. You're going to assume if it's thrown out of court, you're going to go on the side of it didn't happen.
So I'm supposed to just believe her then and just not believe him? That's where it's going to be tossed up. I'm not like I can see what you're.
I think the logical thing is to not take either side if it's not clear.
That's exactly where it's mixed up, right? So.
But to mindlessly take a side makes it sound like there's an ulterior reason you're doing that, and a short little glimpse into the Sound of Freedom film will tell you what that is. There's a pretty big reason that. Let's see. Mel Gibson, Dana White, Elon Musk, Ben Shapiro, Jewel. There's your. Odell Beckham Jr., Tim Tebow, the Family Research Council, and Donald Trump are all raving about it specifically. So those first names I said all endorsed it, and then Trump actually had a screening of it.
And I haven't seen it, but from everyone of my friends who've seen
it,
and
a cursory look into this says that this guy exaggerated and has no of his child saving.
Something like that.
So I kind of want to. I don't even want to look into it, but I kind of want to just so I could see the bullshit that's obviously. Because I smell it.
What are we talking about?
Well, there's no evidence that he saved children, first and foremost.
I'm pretty sure there was, but it was on the news.
It's all based on his account.
There's a news article about it. When he was
right, and they interviewed who?
Him right down at the right.
So it was his word saying he did things, right? That's not evidence, right?
But.
So that's the first part that makes me smell and go, this doesn't smell right. The second part is Ben Shapiro thinking it's the greatest thing. Ben Shapiro's an idiot. So that's the second sniff. And then, of course, Trump thinking that he needs to do a screening of it makes me go, huh.
What are we talking about right now? I feel like there's a lot of big names.
Well, okay. So
we're talking about the Sound of Freedom film. This is a conservative talking point in my country. Pushing this film as this film good. It goes along with the QAnon narrative. It's literally a rabbit hole to get into why
this movie was made before QAnon was even around, for the record.
It doesn't matter.
And I'm just saying
that doesn't stop them from picking it up and using it.
Okay, but it's a good idea to let people know that there are children being trafficked because they are children. Even if Tim didn't do nothing, there are children every single fucking day.
There are non-children being trafficked. There are adults being trafficked.
But there's 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds, teenagers, 15, 16, 20, who cares? But
30, 40, 50. Exactly. There's adults trafficked as well. Why are we specifically saying children? There's a reason. I know the answer to my own question.
Oh, why we're specifically
QAnon save the children.
It wasn't QAnon though. But
that's literally why it's being pushed by conservatives in my country.
That's what the liberal media is pushing, but it's not QAnon. So.
The liberal media is not that list of people I just listed. You say the liberal media is pushing that, but it's not. It's being pushed by the conservatives.
Pushing that this is QAnon. Those are not QAnon people. But
I don't know of any liberal media that's talking about this being related to QAnon. That's me saying.
Actually, there was
assessing the things.
Ironically, you said that because that's what big thing till got shut down. That this movie was made and this whole thing was done way before QAnon was a thing. But
which doesn't matter in my opinion, because things that are made can be used by organizations that are made later. Like, do you think every racist was there when the Confederate flag was made? No. But do you think some racists have Confederate flags? Yeah. You don't have to be there when it was made to use a thing in a bad way. But
yes.
like I said, I need to look more into it because I don't know enough about it. But I'm smelling bullshit from my little whiffs.
Okay.
So I can look more into it if you'd like.
Go for it, man.
But it sounds like you like. It sounds like you like the movie.
I haven't seen the movie,
Guys,
so.
But this just reminds me of the last time we did this. We pushed another hero narrative that was false. I think it was like Hurt
Blindside.
Locker. No, no, we did talk about Blindside, but I don't know if that was a hero narrative.
I don't know that.
I'm thinking,
Crazy.
I'm thinking more
I
like
need a
the
sequel to that.
the sniper guy. Oh wait, that's what it's called, American Sniper. That was the last one,
Did we talk about it?
and that was another guy who we didn't talk about on this show, but
No.
it reminds me of this, where it was a guy embellishing stories and everybody touting him as a hero after hearing his embellishment. But then you go and dig into it, and it's like, oh, he's not actually a hero. He was just kind of indiscriminately murdering people.
But I don't think this is that case. But look into it. Prove me wrong. Anybody in chat? Prove me wrong.
No, that's American Sniper. That's a definitely different case. American Sniper and Sound of Freedom, two different things.
Yeah.
One of them's a movie about a war. One of them's a movie child trafficking sting operation by a non-government agent, non-police officer guy.
Because he was
A guy just doing it on his own, just being Batman.
Because he left the FBI.
Vigilante justice.
He left the FBI because you have to.
Because the FBI wouldn't authorize him to go to Honduras.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. So. And
Because,
he knew,
well,
and he saved, and you say there's no record. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that. But he saved hundreds.
Do you want the FBI sending people to other countries?
If this is gonna be saving kids, yes.
The
Now,
FBI.
I'm not American, so maybe I'm wrong.
Not the-
Okay, it's your FBI.
Not the CIA.
Yeah.
You want the FBI, not the CIA.
I don't know the difference. I feel like they're the same.
It's
thing in my
it's
mind.
important. it's important.
What's the difference between the federal?
One of them is
government
Homeland, and one of them is
No, he worked.
non-Homeland.
Okay, he worked for Homeland Security.
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure, didn't he?
Who did?
Tim did. He worked for Homeland Security.
Tim
Who's
Cook?
Tim?
Tim Ballard.
Tim
Tim
Baller.
Hortons.
Who's Tim Baller?
The guy we're talking
guessing
about,
Tim
Ballard. What's going on here?
CIA has Stan Smith.
Yeah, no.
Tim who?
Tim Cook, bro.
The guy we're talking about
With
in
it.
The Sound of Freedom. So,
But
Tim
who
Ballard.
is Tim?
okay, fuck off. Anyway,
Now,
no.
just quickly going to
Yeah.
Tim's wiki. It says he worked for
Oh,
the
no.
CIA
CIA. Okay, there you go.
and then as a special agent for the Department of Homeland Security.
Okay.
So that's why I said FBI. FBI? What?
I'm sorry.
No.
I got my letters
FBI
mixed
agents
up.
are not supposed to operate outside.
We talked
That
about
is fucking
we talked
in their
about a lot of
name.
letters today. There's FBI International, isn't there? Anyway, I think it is time to wrap up the show because we've been going on for a while.
FBI has Peter Griffin.
Yeah. Well, thank you for everyone for watching. I do appreciate it. If you haven't already, please give us a follow. Also, go follow Himoto. We always like we like the follows. It help us grow. The more we grow, the better shows we can put on and get more guests on. Hopefully. Before we head out here, Himoto, you want to say anything?
Honestly, I actually had a really good time today. Like this is like one of my favorite shows we've done so far.
Yeah, I agree. That was pretty good. So.
I think we had really good conversation, really good back and forth. You two are the best because honestly, in my mind, the way I always see it is like they're gonna argue, and then that's not gonna be close anymore. And
Yeah.
it's just like at the end of it, it's like, nah, we're chilling.
Yeah.
I love that.
We brought that up. I said that too. It's like, you know what? And that's what people should be able to have. And that's what's wrong with the world today's too. Is like, doesn't I have many? We don't agree on much, actually. We do, but we don't. We have a lot of disagreements. It's true though, isn't it?
We do, but we don't.
We
You
do,
don't,
but
you guys get along.
But
and
because
that
we
shows
talk
what
about it and we'll give
everybody
our
should be
points and we're like, okay, this is it. That's it. Okay, I agree with you. No, I don't agree with you, but we'll agree to disagree. We're not going to argue it. Okay, you give me my point. I give you my point. Boom. Let's move on. And
Exactly.
That's
And more
why-
often than not, we end up agreeing that neither of us are really very educated.
yeah.
We probably shouldn't be too crazy with our decisive
Yeah.
things. Like, you know what we're saying, so why would we start to hate each other over it?
Facts.
And that's the thing,
Exactly.
though. And when we're wrong, we're pretty good at admitting we're wrong. That's what you got to do, right? Like,
Yeah.
We're not perfect. We're all humans. We're not
Yeah,
going
we're
to
willing to look into things, and we'll retract shit, or we'll come back and talk about things again.
And life would be
Yeah,
too
of course.
boring if we agreed on everything. Just saying,
Yeah. But yeah, I had a great time tonight, guys. As always, swizzle in, swigger out. And also Brizzy also sucks at Fortnite. Just thought I put that in there.
Ooh.
Fair. That's fighting words. It's
Yeah.
recorded.
Yeah. Dustin.
I just want to thank everybody watching at home, watching it live, or watching it later on YouTube. Make sure you click all the buttons. Make sure you leave me a comment. I read all of them.
Yeah.
As Heckles found out tonight, I am always watching. I'm watching your words. And I'm going to look for more Pennsylvania stories. Other than that, thanks to my fellow hosts as well. You guys are great.
Yeah, no, it was a great show. Thanks. And
That's the way to kick meows.
Meow meow. Weird. Anyway, that's my.
Are you just going to add a weird meow meow to the end of my thing now? Is that just a thing?
That's my thing. So anyway, like always, we like to let everybody know that it's sometimes hard to talk to friends and family. Sometimes you're down, you don't know what to do, you're having bad thoughts, you can't think straight. It's okay not to be okay. So you need someone to chat to, give these guys a call or text 988 in the States. And in Canada, it's 1-866-456-4566. I should have that memorized pretty soon here. But yeah, it's okay to reach out to those people. If not, reach out to a friend. Just know that you're not alone. And again, check out our website, borderlinebanter.com. You can go there. You can request to be on the show if you want. You can follow us on our socials, our Facebook, our X, formerly known as Twitter, and our YouTube page. Also, yeah, so thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time. Hope you have a great evening.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.